Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back on the check-in, woke and risen. Just got back in a few seconds ago or whatever. So I said, yo, you know what? Let me sit down right now and talk about this. Um, I forgot to enter in and do the whole StreamYard thing. So you guys just gonna have to deal with me like this today. Um, later on when I do another live or whatever the case may be, you guys will get that and be able to interact and all that stuff or whatever. For you guys, I know some of you are at work. Hey, Beatrice, Betty, what's going on? Salute, sis. Crown family up in here. I always love that. Um, I'm talking about a couple things real quick, and it's not gonna be long. It's gonna be quick or whatever. I'm just gonna give y'all a rehash because last night I was sleepy and I just came across what's going on, Miss Leo. I just came across it, and I know it. Hey, Kayla's mom. I know it sounded like a little misconstrued or whatever, whatever. I went back and listened to it this morning. I was like, damn, I was tired. But you guys gotta realize I live here in the New York City tri-state, and it's different. What's going on, the Jedi? So it's a little bit different as far as the time concerned, and you know what I mean. So it was about 3 o'clock in the morning for me. Actually about 3:45 in the morning. Very quick. So I have to see you took a break from work for this. Yeah. I'm like seriously. I was writing music. Then I went. I had to go handle business like in my life. You know, I still got to pay bills, things like that, or whatever, whatever. I actually have an apartment, so you know what I'm saying. I got to take care of all that stuff. So I appreciate y'all understanding and everything. All views are welcome here. Please respect the chat. Please do not use vulgar language. Some may be, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Miss Leo. I appreciate that. Hey, beautiful LaFay. Hey, Davin, new sub. You love your videos. Thank you very much. So this is what I want to get into, right? And somebody, if you guys are familiar with me, please rate my cash app in here because oh my god, the title of the picture had me. I always got jokes. Like all my friends that know me will tell you I always been a funny dude. Like I always crack jokes. I always have a good time. Hey, Kilanda, always have a good time or whatever, whatever. But you get it messed up with me, I act different. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. One of you guys, if you would, because I didn't use StreamYard on this one, I was just so quick to set up and everything like that because I was listening through the headphones as I'm moving today and everything like that. So I didn't get to look at, and it really wasn't nothing to look at on their lives or whatever. But can somebody write my cash app in there? $ STRINGERBELL80. Again, you can find guys, you can find that in the description box too. But if one of you guys could write my cash app in there, it's $STRINGERBELL80, and I'm gonna pin that or whatever. Usually I would do it on the what's the name. Now, let me get into what we're talking about here, because that's why we're here. I see what all is going on here, and a lot of people don't see what's going on here, but I do see what's going on here, and I'm disturbed by it. People, we are being taken for a loop again. And the next discerning chapter of the TJ and Jaguar experience. See, y'all remember that movie when it came out a long time ago? What was it called? Menace to Society. And I remember Bill Duke had a part in that movie. He was the bald-headed gentleman who played the cop in there. Shout out to Bill Duke, legendary filmmaker and actor. And he said he was sitting down, and I think it was Kane that was sitting down. He said, "You know you fucked up, right? You said you bought the bottle with 12:01, but before you said you bought the bottle with 12 o'clock." TJ and Jag, you know you done fucked up, right? See, your girlfriend today, she turned around and she said, "Oh, well, I'm still in Texas." This bitch should be halfway along to wherever the fuck she going to right now, but she's still in Texas. She's still in Texas. Not even an hour before that, and these two broads were online with each other because they're supposed to be so broken up, they're done with each other or whatever. Here's both these chicks on both lives talking to each other. See, this is all, even if it ain't a scam, it seemed like a scam. All of a sudden, TJ ain't got nowhere to go. Here comes Jag to the rescue. Jag promotes all the people in her chat to give her money. Once she gets the money, these two are both simultaneously, well, not Jag, she ain't leaving Texas because you got caught in DeSoto on the 20th. So this is basically an insurance claim, an insurance policy, because Jag probably is under the intuition that there's a possibility I might not be set free. See, on the 20th, she's having a competency hearing, a mental competency hearing. If she tells you anything other than that, she's lying. And that mental competency hearing is to see if she, thank you, Toria, to see if this woman, whether or not she is to walk amongst the rest of us. You understand? And yes, all of us are loopy in our own little ways. Hey, no angel. All of us are kind of loopy in our own little ways or whatever, whatever. But this shit right here is the extreme. So let me continue what I'm telling you about. So first, Jaguar goes live. And I want to give a shout out once again to OG Patrice, who was her friend, and I consider fam and friend too. And I will never separate my situation with you, OG Patrice. I salute you and everything that you do. Me and OG Patrice actually got to talk this morning through the text messages or whatever, and I think we hammed everything out. She stated her position. She said she want to stay over there with her and her long-time commitment and relationship, as far as friendship to Jaguar. And I respect that. Hey, that's cool. I got friends like that too. I know my sisters. They come running out the bank with the money in their fucking hand and the gun in the other. And I'll be like, hey, it wasn't them. You know what I'm saying? Now get in the car, bitch. I told you about doing this stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? It was my own sister. So I understand your point. All they have to do is watch her TJ leaving. She has to make sure it's safe for her to leave. What is the coyotes? What if the coyotes out there? Yo, you stupid. She said, what if the coyotes? They are out there in the desert, damn near. This is another chapter in an ongoing saga of how to escape money out of a motherfucker. We'll let her continue to, no angel. This is what I'm talking about here, because I brought this up. King Payne has brought this up, and many others have brought this up. Who are these stupid motherfuckers that keep donating money to her? Both of them. Who are these dumb, silly motherfuckers? Because if you can't see through this bullshit at this point, let me go on. So I talked to OG Patrice, and OG Patrice actually made an announcement on her show when she was sitting up there and she was streaming live, which at that time, I hit OG Patrice and I said, hey, I heard what you just said. She mentioned my name in good graces. I mentioned her name in good graces. So y'all can all rest assured, me and OG Patrice, if you listen to any of her stuff, or because she's got her own channel, or you listen to any of Jag stuff, you will hear her in there from time to time. And I'm asking on behalf of all y'all. She's not an argumentative woman. She's slightly older. Read your comment in 1 second, both of you guys. She's a slightly older woman or whatever the case may be. And I just want to make sure that nobody from over here goes over there and, attacks her specifically. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Jag and that other bitch, y'all can have y'all fucking field day with them hoes. Lonely doped up face. I would talk about it all. Another con. I'm not buying those two scammers there together. Why is anyone giving them 10 cents? Notorious and Bitch Spell this is crazy. Now, this is the thing. I know them bitches is together. I said in the King Payne's chat yesterday, I said them two, and King Payne know it too. Them two hoes is together. Trust me when I tell you. And what led it even more so to me believing this was, one, these motherfuckers' reluctantness to cam up. Any other time, they wanted everybody to see him. Hey, look where we are. We're in the pool. We're over here. We're over there. Now, all of a sudden, y'all hoes don't want to get on camera. Why? Why y'all want to get on camera for? Why do y'all want to get on camera for? I don't understand that. Why don't y'all want to get on camera? Oh, I know. Because both of you hoes have to give the imagery that y'all in two separate different locations. Now, TJ's supposed to be on the fucking road right now, or whatever. It's getting late. Even by your time, you 2 hours or an hour and a half behind me, Midwest time. 3 hours on the West Coast. So how come you ain't, Davin, I misspelled your cash out. Can you delete STRINGERBELL80? No, you didn't, sweetie. You spelled it exactly right. There's no problem. Whoever keeps sending their hard-earned money on them is gullible as fuck. Why create a dialogue or fake fighting? Because that's all they got left, Beatrice. That's all they got left. That's all they got the fuck left. Nobody is buying this bullshit about y'all victims. Nobody is buying this bullshit that y'all in distraught measures or whatever the case may be. Because the pure simple fact is someone even wrote in her chat room and somebody said to her live while she was chatting, I'm talking about TJ, then why don't you go to a homeless shelter? And her reply to it was that, well, everybody don't want to go to a homeless shelter and blah, blah, blah. Hey, Roxy, what's going on, sis? Salute to you, BBE fam up in here. I heard Patrice defend you. She had good things to say about you. I just don't understand why she sends them anything. She seems to be a nice person as well. Toria, OG Patrice was over here with me from the beginning of my channel when I started streaming 3 years ago. That's why I told you, me and Jaguar literally, I'm going to say a couple of weeks between each other, started streaming. She was on Instagram at first, and I did it over here on YouTube. You understand? It's sad how they at grown age and stay out here begging and scaring instead of working. Yeah, see, with myself, and I don't mean to put him in the equation because I'm sure he could speak for himself, but I'm sure he would say the same. Now, fuck that. Matter of fact, Payne, if you hear this, you know I'm telling the truth. See, me and King Payne and a couple other vloggers, whether she's the topic or somebody else is the topic, or last night, I don't know what happened to that live. I was talking about Tyrese and his debacle. I'll pick up on that later. But we're up here every day. Every day. It is very, very, very few times that I take a break. And if I don't have uploads for you, what I have for, I mean, stuff that I dedicated my hour or 15 minutes to creating a storyboard, editing, and everything like that. People think it's quick, but it's not. I always have material up here every day. Same thing with King Payne. He might take 1 or 2 days off, but the dude's always, it's all right, Shakita, how you doing? He's always got material up. And that's the key. Whether you put a 1 video, 2 videos, 3 videos, or 4, you got constant material. But the thing is, the material has got to switch up sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? So these chicks have had, well, chicks now. Prior to that, it was her and Goomba. And I respect Goomba. And Goomba, if you mad at me for what I said, homie, you know that video I'm talking about. And it did look like that. You understand? I apologize to Patrice. I won't apologize to your ex-bitch. That ain't happening. I won't apologize for that bitch for nothing. I push that bitch off a bridge if she have a rope. You know what I mean? Anthony, what's going on? Still at work, so coming out of the bush quick to say. That's all right, sis. I appreciate it. What Jackie failed to realize is content creators do it for the people. It's not for the mainstream of income. Jackie depends. Yeah, that's the thing, Miss Leo. So, you know, I'm not the richest guy in the world right now, and I definitely don't have as much money as I used to have. But one thing I won't do is, and I was saying the same thing about King Payne and other content creators too, that may not have as many followers as us, may not see as many views as us, or whatever the case may be, whatever, building the channel. Hey, J fam. When we ask for donations, and like I said, I'm speaking for myself, but I think King Payne will probably resort to the same. We do this on a daily basis, meaning we don't take too many breaks. I can speak for myself and say that I go to different locations. What's going on, Miss Taylor, baby? I go to different locations and film. I'm always on camera, but very rarely, if I'm doing a live, I'm not on camera. And that's what kind of insulted me about them two, because you out here asking for money. And predictably, what's going on, Ahmad? Predictably at that. And we also are coming from your live, Jack. She started off her live today talking about, this is a donation drive, by the way. We need to help TJ. And then all of a sudden, TJ pops up. Hey, Jack, what do you want? Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack. Everything is good. I'm going my way. I think I'm going to Arizona. That's where I'm going. Yeah, I'm riding in there in the truck because I met somebody, and now I'm hitchhiking in 2023. That's right, Jack. And I need the support of my followers or whatever. What fucking followers? People are tuning into y'all to laugh at y'all motherfuckers. So we gonna put some things to bed here. First of all, you two broads, well, Jaguar anyway, you like to get up here and pretend like you more than what the fuck you are. All right. First of all, bitch, you ain't a star. All right, you never was a star. You was a fucking act. You were an artist. An act/artist. I'm gonna say that again. And I know other motherfuckers that will say the exact same thing to you. The only thing is, you've somehow locked in the fashion of being able to get motherfuckers to listen to this bullshit that you be telling them, which is definitely correlated in the lies. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know you're not calling some of the people that you claim you calling and professing that everything you saying is the truth. What you're doing is you admitting a whole bunch of shit that you said. And I'm going to tell everybody once again, a lot of people in the game, as of now, know what this bitch been talking about for the past 3 years. It spread real fast, and I didn't mean for it to intentionally I didn't mean for it to intentionally spread like that. It came from literally, and believe it or not, me showing one of my peoples, my bad boy brothers, the video. I'm sick of it too, Miss T. And so that turned into somebody else that's a little bit, how can I say, a little bit elder in tier of us at Bad Boy, of the Bad Boy brothers. And they said, yo, what the fuck is this shit? And I said, yo, you know what I'm saying? Did that old New York. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? Now, by this time, this broad had sat back on them two young boys' channel, talk shit about me for the next hour and a half after I got off camera with her. At the time I got off camera with her, this hoe had sat back and talked to me about an hour and a half. Then they motherfucking do this shit and rebroadcast the shit a couple months later. You understand what I'm saying? To bring it back and I guess to get this bitch popping again under the cue of being salacious. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that too, because I sent that to OG Patrice too, so she could get what I was saying. And that's why I know some of the things she said on it, because we talked before she even went live. You see what I'm saying? We talked before she even went live. OG Patrice hit me at like 7 something. It had to be like 7, 8 something this morning. It was early. You know what I mean? And I didn't go to bed till 6 o'clock this morning. And I still ain't fully rested. And I still got somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, guys, I'm gonna be traveling. So if you guys do want to donate, today will be a perfect day because I'm gonna take y'all to a couple of places or whatever. I'm not one of these niggas that don't get on camera and don't try to earn my dollar. And that's what I'm talking about. These chicks, they getting help from niggas coming on now. These motherfuckers are sitting around copying people's words, copying people's style. The other day, y'all saw me go live and I was playing music in the background on the what is it? StreamYard thing, right? The next live she does, she starts playing songs. She wants to play her song. She wants to play other music behind it to try to make it look and sound like something that she just listened to. This bitch has no talent. She's talentless. You understand what I'm saying here? She's talentless. You don't go anywhere whatsoever. You don't get up on camera. You got all these hidden faces talking for you or whatever the case may be. And I'm sure some of them got good intentions. I heard 2 of you boys over there today. Seems like you got good intentions. Seems like you got good intentions, but you're with the wrong motherfucker. I see some of y'all sitting over there in doubt too, because I can hear it in your voice. One of your boys and 2 or 3 of y'all like, mm-hmm. Any of y'all heard that live today? Y'all ain't hear them boys? Mm-hmm. Her singing sucks. I clicked off. Why OG? OG Patrice is an old friend of hers. Old friend of hers. And she doesn't really go around. She's never going around talking about how they were friends before. And I think this is the first time she really announced it. Before, in the 3 years I've been talking to OG Patrice, we've always kept it, as much as my crowd is concerned, as much as my public is concerned, and my audience, we have always kept it between us. You understand what I'm saying? I think one time when Patrice did an interview with Jag, I actually shared it. Yes, the hidden faces. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't get the hidden faces shit. What y'all niggas scared of? You know what I'm saying? And then and to, for all sakes and measures, it ain't really her crowd or the people she got over there talking. It's more so her talking and trying to hold court. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, Hobo Baggins. And we enter the Shire. Where are we going, Frodo? Hobo Baggins on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Her panels are slow bussing. Yo, I ain't gonna talk about them niggas. I ain't worried about them because then that'll give them a reason to start talking, give them the ammo they want. That's what they want you to do. She wants you. See, they don't know they shields. You know what a shield is? Some motherfucker you throw in the front of you like this, right? You're like, block them motherfuckers off of me. Block them niggas off of me. That's what them niggas are. They don't even realize that's what they are. You understand what I'm saying? But she gonna let you know sooner or later. Trust me on this. She gonna let y'all know sooner or later. See, those mods are over there as a distraction, a shield. You understand? So basically, you get into an argument with one of them or get into a diatribe with one of them or whatever. She flanks left and leaves you with them. Now the concentration that you had goes off of her, and it goes on them, and sitting right there and arguing with them and all that. What's up, God bless us? Arguing with them and all that shit. Her mods have to pay to mod. She has damn. Miss T says she got to pay to have a mod. God damn. The mod's got to pay her. Everybody deals with her. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Who the fuck wants to deal with that sinking ship? Y'all need to stop talking about her mom. This Mona, you wrong as fuck. You wrong as fuck for that. This just Mona said her singing sounds like chalk on a blackboard. Her mind's a cornboard. Yeah, them niggas be over there talking real tough, don't they? So last night when I was live, somebody either pretending they were Jaguar or it was actually Jaguar. I think it was actually Jaguar based off the fact of where she went into the dialogue of today on the new live that she did a few hours after that. So I said, yeah, that was her. And this bitch came in my live. The only thing y'all got to do is to see some of the shit that I pinned up or whatever. And ladies, once again, if y'all hear me call this chick a bitch, it's not because of, I have two sisters. It's not because of my lack of respect for women. It's because my sisters would call this bitch out. You understand what I'm saying? They would be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? You understand? This is not a woman. This is not a woman that I can rightfully respect anymore, even though formerly I used to support this woman and her antics. And what I mean by her antics is I would ignore a whole bunch of shit she was saying. You know, when I came into play or whatever she was talking about Puff, and you know, everybody gonna say what they want about Puff. You understand what I'm saying? I refuse to say that Diddy shit. It's either Puff or Skinny. You know what I mean? Right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my Bad Boy brothers watch me. That's another thing she don't realize. There's a lot of motherfucking people in here from Bad Boy in the industry watching me. Why? Because they my fucking friends. You understand what I'm saying? What the fuck is wrong with this chick? So there's a lot of people here that, as y'all say, in the bushes. They be in the bushes too, listening to what I'm saying, listen to what I'm gonna say about her, because they're curious, because they have no idea about this shit. I tried to explain this shit to one of my mans. He was like, yo, homie, you gonna have to catch me when I got an extra hour and a half on life. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's too much to go through this shit. No, it's because she is the one. Exactly. Wait, what? Her mods have to pay? What the fuck? Yeah. She thinks that, listen, I could show you probably 15 to 20 real stars, like currently still performing, currently still touring, or whatever, that are right here on YouTube. They're all you people over there that's fucking with her. Y'all can go fuck with them, and I guarantee you'll get a better turnout. So last night she comes into my chat. She's calling me, and if y'all were there, y'all saw it. She was calling me all kinds of names, told me I was with the fairy gang, which I guess is supposed to consist of Sean Davy Wade and OKP, Official King Payne, or whatever. And I broke it down, and I say it again, and I say it again, and I say it again. I live in the New York City tri-state. Do you think King Payne or Sean Davy Wade, and I'm saying I don't know what their sexuality is. I don't give a fuck, because I'm not trying to date either one of these niggas. These are the homies. I fuck with them. They got I'll say Official King Payne anyway. I don't know Sean Davy Wade, but salute to you, sir. You know what I'm saying? Because you're intelligent. You know what I mean? I respect the motherfucker's mind before I respect his sexuality. And I'll give you another example of something too, which go right into effect with this chick. You know, always pay attention to something. And my man's, he taught me this a long time ago. He said, yo, and it was so right. He said, the motherfucker that's always, I'm going to read y'all comments. Just give me 1 second, guys. Guys, make sure y'all support the channel. Hit up the Cash App. I will be traveling today, so I would appreciate anything y'all could do to help. And trust me, I'm going to locations to film for y'all. So it ain't going to be like, oh, that nigga disappeared. I don't do them shits. Get what you need and then disappear. Now, that's not me. I get money from y'all or whatever. I go and do what I say I'm going to do. And then when I got left over, boom, that stays right there and saves. You know what I'm saying? I don't even spend the money. That's the whole thing. I let that shit. That's why I can't understand how these hoes and got over $3,000 in their pocket at one given time and still ain't got a motherfucking place to stay. But I digress. This is the thing. When she came into my chat last night, I'll pick up. When she came into my chat last night, she was calling me all kinds of names and everything like that. And my man's, it reminded me of something he said. He said, yo, the motherfucker that's always sitting out there screaming that they hate gay people. Like Bishop Eddie Long, remember he used to scream out, "Oh, them homosexuals," and blah, 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 blah. All of these priests, a lot of these people that are out here, the loudest motherfucker that's always screaming he's anti, I guess you want to say LBGT, homosexual, whatever you put it at, that'd be the first motherfucker. That's the motherfucker you need to watch right there. That's the motherfucker you need to watch right there. That person that's sitting there and they're saying that they hate people or the LBGT or whatever, that's the motherfucker that need a ringside seat. That's motherfuckers looking for that ringside seat. He's looking for that ringside. Trust me when I tell you. Now, in the prison system, these is definitely the motherfuckers to be the first one, braiding hair, washing clothes. Come over here to the corner real quick. Let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Cheeks bent over, you name it. These be the motherfuckers. You understand? Now, and coincidentally, this bitch went to prison, had a girlfriend in prison. Prior to that, she never had a girlfriend. She gets out of jail. All of a sudden, she introduces her new girlfriend to us while still being married to her husband, which is a sin within itself, since you read in the Bible and shit. I'm going to get into that, too. Because she like quoting the Bible now. She got that shit from King Payne. What's going on, Miss Raina? Skin tone chicken bone crack his back. Point I'm getting at is, this broad has been sending all these shots talking about people's sexuality. She tried to attack my sexuality last night. No offense, ladies. I done fucked some beautiful bitches from multiple countries. You understand what I'm saying? Multiple ethnicities. There's niggas that will tell you this. One of my homeboys who met me at MTV and still that's my brother to this day. Uptown, what up, boy? Like, he will tell you straight up and down. He tells a story every time he gets a chance there. He said, you know how I met Davin? He was like, yo, I was breezing through. I was going through 1515 in Manhattan or whatever. This nigga had like 4-5 bitches with him. I'm like, yeah, that's how I was rolling. And I had the chicks or whatever. And I would separate myself from the chicks after that. I always had badass chicks. Everybody that know me know I always, if you know me, and you know me from either NL, you know me from Greenwich, if you know me from New York, if you know me from Jersey, you know I always kept badass chicks around me. Always. Hey, Ruby Johnson, what's going on? Salute, sis. I always kept badass women around me. Always. To this day. You understand what I'm saying? If she gonna be on my arm, she look a certain way. That's just the way it is. And that's no disrespect to any other women, but these two bitches is ugly as fuck. Both of them is ugly. Whether it's that bullet wounds on her stomach that she got that little white shirt on while she was trying to mock Bad Boy, or whether it's your girlfriend. I ain't gonna make fun of her teeth or nothing like that. I need to get my teeth fixed at the bottom row. I know it. You know what I'm saying? Feel like Cardi B, how she felt. She was like, you know, I feel a little conscious about my teeth sometimes or whatever. I have a natural gap between my teeth. And they had given me options to close it up for. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? This is how I look right now. You know what I mean? I ain't got, but when you sit up there and you go into delusion, that's like, yo, I ain't got no gap between my tooth like that. My tooth look perfect. You know what I'm saying? When the next time you coming through Philly? I ain't been down to Pennsylvania in a long time. The last time I was there, I was in Harrisburg. And I was there to see my uncle. We didn't go to Mechanicsburg that time. We just went to Harrisburg. And then we went to, no, I lie. 5 years ago, I came down to Germantown and I went down there to see Auntie. So I can't lie about that. So it was about 4 years ago. But it's crazy down there now. You know, I see how they run into, I forgot what the damn train is called down there, start with an S. But I see how that's running nowadays. People was on there. They doing the same thing they doing in New York City. You know what I mean? Especially TJ, she far from attractive. Yeah, I just couldn't hit that. Her bottom teeth are crooked though. Yeah, that's a different shit. My shit ain't crooked. Yeah, my shit got a gap. My shit ain't crooked. And I got two wisdom teeth that I purposely, as y'all can see if that shit fall out, there's tooth left in there. Ain't no tooth left in there. See that? That's gone. See that one? That's gone. Hey, they were pulled. That's the difference. I'm a dentist. Yeah, the scepter. You know what I'm talking about. If you own a mirror, don't criticize others' look. Know what I mean? Exactly. Exactly. The scepter. She said it right. Ruby Johnson said it right. The scepter train. Hey, Derek forever. What's going on, sis? How you doing? It's the same thing as the subway. Keep your gap. Keep your gap. My opinion. I hate it when Keisha came home, closed hers. Oh, you talking about yeah, I know you're talking about Keisha Cole, right? She was gorgeous with it, still is though. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna do that. I might just there's a procedure they can do where they can just like really, it's almost like braces and they will wire up to the top of my mouth as well. You know what I'm saying? And so I would have to wear it, and it basically would just pull this back, so it would just give the what's the name like that or whatever. And they had suggested that I get one or two teeth pulled additional or whatever, whatever. I get this from my father, but I have a very profound jawline. That's why a lot of times when y'all see me talk, my jaw naturally goes like that. It's just that's the Cuban in us. So my chin, because my dad's got the same chin, our chin just naturally goes like that, and so that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But it affects my jawline and me talking sometimes or whatever. So I ain't gonna come here and cut off on somebody's teeth or whatever. I don't really cut on things that people can't, you know what I mean, take care of. I don't talk about people's kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like having conversation. Somebody came in last night, told my kids. I told them right then and there, we're not gonna talk about Jack's son dying or whatever, or her parent rearing or whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. Only thing I give a fuck about is the bitch prefer a hand. And that hoe came into my shit last night talking shit. And I know it was her. I'm good, D, chilling. Glad to see you spreading the truth as usual. Thank you, sister. I appreciate it. Kenyanda cut a question. Have you been to this club called the Tunnel? I got kicked out the Tunnel back in the day. I mean, that's Peter Gatian's, one of Peter Gatian's club. He got deported back to Canada. That's where he was from. But he owned Limelight, he owned Speed. What was the other one? Exit, the Tunnel, Limelight, Speed, and there was one other one he owned. If anybody in here know who I'm talking about, there was one other one that he owned too. Yeah, dental work expensive than a motherfucker. Speaking of that, my cash app right down at the bottom, y'all. The procedure itself, without insurance and copay, I think, with insurance and copay, it's like somewhere around about $4,000, somewhere around there, maybe a little bit upward from that. Um, There's also an option I could do, and I could have some of them removed and have permanents put in, which sounds painful as fuck. You know what I mean? Because they're like, yo, your whole face is gonna be swollen up for like 2 or 3 days and all that. You're not gonna be able to eat nothing. I love Limelight. That was my spot. Hell yeah. We went to Speed up on the 20s a lot. But Limelight was actually a fucking club, and they had converted it from a church into a club. Yes, you heard me right. It was a church. And Roger, in my line, it was a church, and it converted into a club. It's down there on the 20th, on 8th or 7th Avenue, one of the two. I think it might be on 6th Avenue too. It's either on 6th, 7th, or 8th, one of the two, because Speed was around the corner from Bryant Park. So I remember Limelight was further down. It was in the 20s. So I think it was 20th. I think it was 23rd and 7th or 8th Avenue, one of the two, 6th, 7th, or 8th Avenue, one of them three. But what I think about those clubs was, let me tell y'all about the Tunnel. And Prez was there, so Prez can quote me on this. 23rd and 8th. See that the Jedi know what I'm talking about. I tells no lies, son. I was in them clubs. Like literally. Them clubs had co-ed bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, they had co-ed bathrooms. You go to be like, yo, hold my drink real quick. I want to use the bathroom. You go use the bathroom. There's a guy and a girl in the store next to you, like, come on, bitch. I swear to God to you. Hey, nigga, hit this. Hey, nigga. You hear that Jaguar Wright sound. All throughout the bathroom, that Jaguar Wright sound. Y'all know that Jaguar Wright sound. Hey, what the fuck is she chopping up? Oh, Fetty Wap. That's all you heard. Well, the Tunnel, I was in there, and this was a night. Yo, BR, they had Black Rob. They had his motherfucking tour bus wrapped. They had everything going on for Black Rob. So it was Black Rob and Sean in there this particular night. And this was the first time Sean had actually performed. Yeah, cutting that cocaine kitty. You know what I'm talking about. Sean had actually was just getting ready to introduced to the world, if you want to say launch, Bad Boys. You know what I mean? The single. And Black Rob was already on the road and on the move with Whoa. You know what I'm saying? I got you, Mark. And so we was in there, whatever. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I said, yo, I'm with the bad boy niggas. We can do what we want. Because I said it was how it was wherever we went. We do what the fuck we want. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, my man, I want some filet mignon and I want it on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was shit like that. So anyway, we went up in there or whatever. We went in there as a crew. It was probably that night, it was probably like 15 of us, plus the entourage for Black Rob, plus the staff of Bad Boy. I remember James Cruz was there. Balloon, as usual, was on stage. Balloon always made it on stage, a front row with Black Rob. That was his man's. And so shout out to June Balloon Queens. What up, boy? J'ai passé ma gousson, tu compris, oui? Ça va, oui. C'est tanto. But anyway, he was up in there, and I remember I went to the side and I was rolling up something. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I smoked a lot of weed back then, so I was rolling up something. Nigga, I ain't even get to light that shit for it's big, burly at like I'm a tall dude. Like I stand every bit 6'2", 6'3". All right. And like I don't know, for some reason or another, I appear smaller on camera than I actually am in person. Like you see me in person, I'm larger than I look on this camera. Trust me when I tell you that. I'm just wide and I'm tall. You know what I'm saying? But I'm slim built. And so this nigga was taller than me. He had to be like 6'5", 6'6". And I'm like, yo, remember that story that Jadakiss and them told about Mike Tyson? It was like, yo, we might have to poke Mike. Oh, Styles P said that shit. That shit was funny as hell. If y'all ever heard that on Drink Chats, he was like, yo, we might have to poke Mike. That's the only thing I'm thinking. We might have to poke Mike. They was talking about Mike Tyson. I was thinking I might have to poke the security guard if this nigga try me like that. And that's how I used to get down. Even though they used to make us stomp our shoes or whatever. I used to have this thing where I would wear 2 pair of motherfucking pants. And under the band of the second one, I would always have the little shank joint. At first, I used to have the wide razor blade joint. Then I had the box cutter or anything. It always fit right there in that little waist joint. So you would tuck it. And then the real pair of pants that you're wearing would go over top of it or whatever. New York niggas know what I'm talking about. Yeah, please hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And guys, also, right under Toria Williams' name's my Cash App or whatever. I'm like, if these bitches is getting online every fucking day and begging for cash, and I go 3-4 hours and only mention my Cash App once or twice or 3 times. Have y'all noticed that? I'll go a whole fucking hour and don't even mention my Cash App. These chicks is every day they got a fucking reason why they need some money. TJ on it today. Somebody sent me $5 earlier. I was able to buy a sandwich, and then somebody else sent me $11.16 because my birthday on 11/15. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Nobody gives a shit. Please hit that like button. Hi, Amanda Smith. How you doing? TJ sniffled a lot on the live the other night. She was sniffling a lot today. Everything she said. And, me and Jaguar, and we were going there, and I'm going to Arizona, and me and Jag, and it's just love, and it's just true love, and love with a strap on, yeah, I can't even sniff like that. We was listening to that shit on King Page channel yesterday. I was like, yo, I can't, this bitch, everything she said. And we were having fun with Jaguar, but I have to leave Jaguar because this bitch doing a whole fucking ski line over this motherfucker. She's a ski resort right now. You know what I'm saying? It's called the TJ, aka Ski Resort. That's her new name, Ski Resort. Her and Hobo Baggins. Because that's what I'm calling these bitches now. These bitches is hobos at this point. You understand? Because there's one thing if you asking these good people for their money, and you hear some of the people that are in my chat right now, they sitting here saying, hey, I'm at work. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing that. Hey, I'm doing this. No, but I'm still listening to you. I want to peep and say hi to you real quick. I think that was one of my followers or whatever. That, oh my God, Jesus. Yeah, and we're gonna talk about the mold and all that. We're gonna talk about all that. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm gonna be here with y'all till at least 6. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave too later than 6 because I got to go to one part of New York City. You don't want to be bouncing around there too late. So anyway, you know what I mean? It was driving me crazy. You 46 blow. Yo, she had to motherfucking blow her nose or do the sniffles in that live because King Payne had already. I was just coming in the house when I caught King Payne. For some reason or another, I didn't get the alert for that live. I hadn't even listened to that shit. So when I'm sitting there and I'm listening to it, and I hear this bitch every 5 minutes, and then I hear that. Could it have been the Cash App card they worked no more because it had cocaine on it? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out a theory. I ain't saying that's this. I'm just saying. Could the Cash App card have not have worked anymore? Because that was the funniest shit I ever heard today. Wreck-It Ralph. Are you a hobo? Hey, are you a hobo? Hobo Baggins. You know what I'm talking about. Shout out to J Fat. Yo, it was driving me crazy too, bro. Shakita, you stupid. Bitches, me too, working and listening. See what I'm saying? People are working and listening or whatever. And I know that. Thank you very much, Tori Williams. I appreciate you. Me too, working. You know what I'm saying? So you can't disrespect these people to go to work every day or whatever, and say your work supersede theirs because you're a YouTuber. It's just not realistic. You understand what I'm saying? And these people don't have no obligation. I would say now the donation game is different than it was before. Before you used to donate to a motherfucker because they wanted to get some new equipment or some shit like that. And that's the format I was under. I was like, yo, at first, yeah, I needed the help or whatever because of the situation I was in, and it was during the pandemic, and a lot of people came. Thank you very much, Miss Magic. What's going on, sis? She got the sniffles because she was sniffing so much. I know she having a reaction just like Jag with that fake coughing. Yeah, listen, I live in the New York City tri-state. I know when a motherfucker on cocaine, they walk different, talk different, look different, and all of mine be like this. And then their voice slow down. That's why I said the other night, it sounded like to me, you know that time when she went to the hospital, when I heard her come out her own mouth and say she was a dope fiend, or she used to be on dope or heroin before, I said, oh, well, that shit add up because you said you used to be a dope fiend, you used to be a heroin addict, and now you're not a heroin addict anymore. You know how many motherfucking heroin addicts there are in the Bronx and Harlem that we done ran past before? You know how many dope heads or whatever? Them motherfuckers, listen, if you live in New York, you know what I'm talking about. Them motherfuckers be up against the meter maid thing. That's where you pay the meter for to park your car. Them motherfuckers be like this. And they don't even have their arm completely on the shit resting. The shit will be hovering over the shit, and them motherfuckers will be doing this shit the whole time. And then they start talking also like you're walking to them. Do you need some help, sir? No, I'm all right. I'm okay. Everything's all right. What'd you say, mama? These motherfuckers be done. And you be like, yo, this motherfucker got, listen, there ain't no balance in the world. I don't give a fuck if you walk a trapeze, if you're a trapeze artist. There ain't no motherfucking balance in the world you have ever witnessed than a motherfucking dope head in New York City. Them motherfuckers, they on a whole nother level. It's like God, Jesus, everybody. You would think these niggas is floating. They hold on to that balance so well when they high off that shit. And so when I heard her talking or whatever, if any of y'all are not familiar, usually people when they on that shit, the next thing they do to get them up off that shit is they start giving them morphine. And that morphine is a substitute for that heroin. And they put them in that same stupor that you heard TJ in. And everything's all right. I said, that bitch probably on morphine. That's what it sounded like. My mother's a nurse. We know when we see dope heads and they on morphine or heroin, when they on that heroin shit, they motherfucking energetic as shit. They moving around for a minute. Then they start doing the dope head lean about 15 minutes outside of them getting blasted off. And then they'll come back around or whatever, be like, okay, where am I? I've seen it a million times. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Kensington and Philly, man. Listen. She know what she talking about, Ruby. There's an area called Kensington. This shit almost look like the Bronx, to be quite honest with you. It's in Philly. And I know this area because you got to drive through there. Yeah, you got to drive through there coming out. If you coming out of Harrisburg and you trying to go to motherfucking Philly, you got to drive through there. You understand what I'm saying? So this town, it really looked like the Bronx. It looked like the South Bronx. That's where you think you would go. Oye, ¿qué pasó contigo, mi gente? Entonces, vaya, buen días. So you'll ride through there, and it's just zombie land. This zombie land. I'm talking about there's anywhere between 20, 30 to even sometimes 40 people just camped out in front of the motherfucking train station. And they're, this is the same stuff that we were talking about, SEPTA train. They all sit in the other commuter train. I forgot what that other commuter train is. That's the shit to go to Delaware and Jersey. It's part of Jersey Port Authority. I forgot what the fuck. I mean, Jersey Penn Station. I forgot what the name of that shit is. Kensington, yeah, it's gotten way worse. I know. Hold on. Let me open up your motherfucking what's the name too, because that wasn't fair. I don't know why they just blocked your comment. I saw how Kingston looked like a Walking Dead. It looked just like an episode out of The Walking Dead. Fact. And the crazy shit about it, the people that are down there, they're openly doing the drugs. Like they openly sitting in chairs, sitting in front. New Jersey Transit, you know what I'm talking about? New Jersey Penn Station, New Jersey Port Authority. And these niggas is sitting up there in broad daylight shooting up dope. Like you don't even see this shit in New York. Like I be everywhere in New York because I know people everywhere. So if you see me in an area, I'm usually comfortable over there. Very rarely you'll see me not in the area very rarely you'll see me not in the area where I don't know people. I tend to just go to areas where I know people is at. So if I get like when I went down there to the Bishop's Church down there in Brooklyn, that's the danger zone. You bet that I called my mans a day before I was headed down. I was like, yo, listen, man, I'm about to come down there near the stop. I need you to, you know what I'm saying? Had that goddamn it ready because I ain't got my shit right down, you know what I'm saying? Just in case, you know what I'm saying? I need you. Yo, son, you know you good. That's why I told you. I was like, when I was there, if y'all remember that, I went to Bishop, what was the bishop's name that got caught out there and they robbed him and all that? I'm going to share that video with you too because it's still here on my page. I forgot what his name is, Bishop Lamont something. I went to his church, and it was just coincidentally I went down there in that part of it. That's a rough part of Brooklyn. You better be some type of Caribbean if you go down there. Like even his church was right next door to a Haitian restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? That was a Haitian restaurant that his church was next door to. So if you don't speak French or Spanish, don't go down there. Don't go there. Or if you don't live in the neighborhood, don't go down there. Do you know what I'm talking about? Don't go down there. Trust me, it's not gonna work out for you. You know what I mean? So I went down there, filmed the Bishop's Church, and this, ironically enough, this was the same time a man was hopping out the car. He walked up to the door when he saw me start filming, and he said, "Church services won't be held here anymore." I know this is off subject of what I'm talking about, but I just remember that. I just thought about that. My point is here, this is a circle this back because I'm getting off subject here and I don't want to do that, was the fact that when most people got on here and they were talking about donations and things like that, they did it with the intention of trying to get, the Amtrak. They did it with the intention, hey, Shalima, I'm behind. Ya voy a persades que tío ya caso loca, ya no sé nada más, tú sabes, párate. I got, toda la gente latino ahí dice, yeah, Bishop Whitehead. I gotta chill, pa. I gotta chill. Cálmate por un momento en español. Tú sabes, toda la gente ahí dice, tú sabes, negritos. Tú sabes, para mí soy negro. Esta mi gente ahí dice, tú sabes, un clown familiar. Tú sabes, la reino familiar. La reino, tú sabes. Gracias, bendición. La gente latino, tú sabes, pero, Carlos, cuando tú vayas. Luis Sueva. Salud, gente, salud. Yo soy el negrito, el cubano, la mareno ahí, tú sabes. Me llama David. So, buenos días, gracias, pero ahí se. And Cash App ahí se, tú sabes, pero la llama Toria Williams. And esa negrita ahí se, tú sabes. Cash App, $ Stringer Bell 80. It's Morphine Klein, one of the other end of the chip charter suit. I hate to see kids having to watch them. Yeah, it's crazy. So it's a rough environment over there at Kensington. And this is like an area that ain't too far from where this chick used to be at. I'm talking about Jaguar. So I'll give her that much. She ain't too far from Kingston. She wasn't too far from there. And it's a rough fucking area. I'm gonna try to put up some videos of this area so y'all can see it or whatever. I can show it to you better than I can tell you. Yeah, the regional rail, bam, she got it. She got it. She got it. Solo como que tú eres el Perú, el puertorriqueño. Luis, tú eres la Perú, El Salvador, el puertorriqueño. Porque tú sabes, la español ahí es diferente, tú sabes por qué. But it was funny because when I see this town and I see Jaguar in her current state or whatever, it makes me think about Kingston. I like, this bitch really look like hell right now. She don't realize it. So last night when she came into my live or whatever, and then I'm gonna go back into what they were talking about today. But last night when she came into my live, and this, like I said, this is like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I know it was her because she sat there. She acknowledged that she heard what I said. So I said, yeah, that was that bitch. But anyway, when I see her current state, you won't get online because your hair ain't done. You won't get online because you know you look like high hell. You won't get online because probably you're high. You won't get online because you're running another, I'm going to say a flim flam. I ain't even going to say a scam. I'm going to say a flim flam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I miss that Coca-Cola commercial of her too. You know, it's sad. It's sad. Colombia, Ecuador. Yeah. And that's my, tú sabes español, ¿no? Porque el español es diferente, tú sabes, esto porque. But y'all excuse me too. I'm half Cuban, so sometimes I speak Spanish here. So don't y'all get offended. I ain't talking about y'all. Actually, I said some nice things about y'all. I said this is my peoples right here, the Crown family, La Reno family, La Familia. Roxy, I don't see it in person when I ride past there all the time. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. She said, Roxy, I see it in person. So you must live around that end of Philly too, huh? So you know what I'm talking about is the truth, Ruby. She wasn't too far away from there. You understand what I'm saying? So back then that place didn't look like that, but now it looks like, I'm talking about, this is some totally different shit. And they don't just go from right there at the train station. That's why I said this shit look like the Bronx. It don't even look like Grand Concourse. Grand Concourse look better than that shit. See, Ruby said yes. Grand Concourse look better than that shit. Crown Family, Lindsay B, what's going on? The Bronx look better than that shit. You probably safer in the Bronx than this shit. Like, I ain't no fucking way. And these dope heads, crackheads, these motherfuckers are black, white, Latino, or you can't escape a group. These motherfuckers are anybody. And the funny thing is, it go down the whole next couple of blocks like that. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, man, only give me a second, guys. Let me make sure my buzzing know that I'm motherfucking. Sorry about that, y'all. I just had to make sure somebody knew I was live. This whole area where Jag had to pass through too to get to where she was going. This whole shit ain't got nothing but zombies up and down the block with a mix of regular people in there. I'm talking about, if you're looking for the epitome of motherfucking poverty, it's this shit, Kingston. And what that's like, what is that? Would you consider that is that Northwest Philly, Ruby? I want to say it right. Is that Northwest or Southwest Philly? I think it's Southwest, ain't it? Let me know, Ruby, in the chat room. I don't know if that's Northwest, Southwest Philly. I think it's Southwest Philly because when you go through there, it's got to be Southwest Philly because you're going towards Baltimore at that point. So I think it's Southwest Philly, but it might be Northwest Philly. I'm not sure. Massive respect, BG. I'm in the subscriber fam. I want to see you live. Great big homie. I'm a whole dude cheap, but does Jesus travel through the what did he say? Hold on. Does Jesus, where's he at? I was just reading his comment. Does Jesus travel through 3 channels, fam? I rock with you, Chief. Salute to you too, Flight 128. I appreciate you saying that. My grandson, when he was 16, he used to hang up there. We get him from down there. Yes, yeah. It was a different place. I got you in there. That's why I sent you the link. No Angel, neither. Yeah. That shit is rough down there. Kingston, yeah, that shit is rough. Yeah, that's what I said, Beatrice. I said Ecuador, Peru, because they speak Spanish so differently. Like the Spanish they speak is like listening to like an Indian speak Spanish or some shit. Like it's very different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like an Indian that learn how to speak Spanish, if that make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Rossi, I see it in person when I ride past there all the time. They talking about Kingston. That's the Badlands. Yes. Ruby Johnson said yes. Colombia, Ecuador. Yeah. I missed the co-commercial version of Jag. The regional rail. That's why I was trying to point it out. I was like, what is the fucking other train? That's 2 trains to leave out of there. The regional rail's the other one. That's the one to take you to Jersey and Delaware from Philly. It's a morphine climb, one of the other end of the KIPP charter school. I hate to see other. See, she know what I'm talking about too, Miss Leo. Yeah, that's that morphine shit. That's why I said I was thinking when I was hearing her talking to my TJ, and she went on that hospital say, I said that sounded like they hit her with a shot of morphine because she was having rejections. Now a lot of shit can bring that along, and I'm saying presumptuously. I don't know if that's the case, but presumptuous. That's because they are natives, Indians. See, Beatrice know what I'm talking about. I sold my property about 17 years ago on G Street. Oh wow. That is North Philly, right? Okay, I said North. That's why I thought I said Northwest is Northeast is more Northeast. Okay, all right. I knew it was either. I knew, and that's why I said Northwest, but I'm not sure. But I guess depending on where you come through, because once you come through that area right there, you can take 2 choices. You can take I-95, which will bring you to Jersey, New York, Delaware, or you could take I-84, and that'll bring you all the way around. And I think that shit skip through the Poconos and all that shit or whatever, take you all the way to upstate New York and through to Canada. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's North Philly. All right, I said Northwest Philly, but she said more Northeast. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? She said it's more Northeast. Got you. I am impressed. I know I've been a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? I just hadn't been down there I haven't been in Philly in like 4 years or whatever. But I got family in Philly, friends in Philly or whatever. I sent my cousin this shit. He was like, she's talking about she from Philly. She sound like she half of Baltimore on the South. I was like, yo, I said the same shit. I don't sound like a Philly accent. I know that Philly accent. My man Doobie from Philly. My other man Abdul in Philly. Like they're there. Miss Darlene, shout out to Miss Darlene. She born and raised in Philly. Shout out to Miss Darlene's mom, born and raised in Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the rough ends of Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't talk that shit to them. Miss Darlene would come pull you up out the car seat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Davin, are you the same dude from OKP? Yes, I am. What's going on, La? What's going on? I see you in there too. Yes, I'm the same person from Official King Payne's channel. Shout out to Official King Payne, man. Y'all make sure y'all get over there. I know the homie gonna be going live later. That's why I'm getting it in early. We all got a thing, and I try not to do it with not many of the people. I only got like 3 vloggers I really fuck with. Like really. I fuck with King Payne, definitely 5150. Shout out to 5150 crew. And that's Corey Holcomb. And I'm trying to think who else I really fuck with like that. There's maybe one. Oh yeah, the Star Report. Shout out to Star. You know what I'm saying? Star showed me a lot of this shit. A lot of this shit I do is patent, except for the comedy, of course. That's on my own. So shout out to Troy Terrain. Always like to give motherfuckers what's in there. Thank you very much. I appreciate you subbing to me. And guys, I don't even shout it out that much. You notice that? This will be my second time shouting it out in my first hour. I think I'm allowed to do that. If these 2 broads are on there every fucking day, 24 hours a day, we need donations. TJ in trouble. TJ got to run. TJ is hitchhiking because you motherfuckers wouldn't donate. We could have put on a Greyhound. TJ. It's all about TJ. TJ lost his Cash App card. I had the Cash App card, but I was busy with it. You read very well, my guy. Yeah, my guy. Your message is contagious, fam. You never want a tirade to destroy. Just produce receipts to the devil you respect the most. Thank you very much, y'all. I appreciate it. Hey, guys, my Cash App is right there at the bottom. We're going to be doing more than this. I'm just doing this kind of like as a prelude. I'm actually on my way back out the house again, because I got to go down to New York for something. Now somebody want to talk to me about something, and I gotta have a conversation because they saw something I put up here, so they want to talk to me. Want to have a conversation, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta go have a conversation with some people. But after that's over, I'm gonna start filming, and I might be 1 or 2 places or whatever. So I'm gonna be gone off of here for about 30 minutes or whatever. So guys, make sure y'all support the Cash App or whatever, just like you do with these broke, raggedy ass broads or whatever. This is what we do for a living. I've been doing this for 3 years now. Sometimes the support is there, sometimes it's not or whatever. You can't condition it and beg for it every fucking day. And you always got to have a backup. And what that backup consists of is when a motherfucker give you 3 grand, you should at least at this time, and they gave it to you about a month and a half ago, 2 months back, you should at least have 1,200 left. If you ain't spending on no apartment or nothing like that, you should have anywhere between $1,200 $1,500 back. I give you bitches because I'll give you two bitches a key on money management because I'm great at it. I'm great at it. I'm a Taurus. This is one of my best traits. We are great with money. And that she'll tell you I'm great with money. Nat gave me $150 one time. I said, and I still got 35 left of this shit after I paid a bill, went to the store, ain't got something to eat. I still got some motherfucking money left in that. What you want to do? You need a pack of cigarettes or something? I got you. Shit. That's my motherfucker right there. It's fun, Dutch colony. Yeah, I talked about that before too. The Dutch and the Irish. It's fun. Dutch colonization makes up Baltimore, and Philly sounds similar. Philly is Dutch and Irish, but people, and same thing with Baltimore. The Dutch. This is a quick story about Baltimore that I know. I used to have she's dead now. This is my mom's mother's sister, my aunt Zell, and she used to live in Prince George County. She taught at the school down there. I told the story before. She was actually a professor in one of the universities. I'm not gonna say what university because these niggas be motherfucking trying to investigate shit. Well, I wonder where his aunt taught at. Well, she couldn't have been this side. I'm like, the measurements of some of these people, like that's why she said last night to me, Jaguar, when she was in my shit. I'm gonna read y'all shit too. When she was in my shit, she was like, she said something, and she was trying to read me. This is the thing that she does. Like these people that do these kind of like scams or try to lead people and shit like that. And this bitch don't even realize, yo, bitch, you cannot run me. You cannot run me. Like as much as you try, you cannot run me. South Philly, see, that's where my grandfather and them from. That's why I know Pennsylvania. I even know Baltimore, Prince George's County. But my aunt, she lived down there in Prince George's County with her husband. And so she got older and she caught, dementia and things like that. I'm trying to be, edit what I'm saying here because this is my family. I don't want to get out the wrong imagery. But yeah, I know Philly very well. I know Philly very well. We got a lot of people down there, a lot of friends or whatever. That's why when I call Jaguar out, I'd be like, you wouldn't do that shit in Philly. Niggas would have been and shot you and got you the fuck up out of here. They would find your body in one of them empty buildings, some fucking weird 6, 7, 8 months later. You won't be talking all that greasy shit in Philly. So I don't know why you get online talking all that greasy shit. See, the difference between her and I is I be outside and I interact with other motherfuckers other than her, and they be way more turned up than that. Man, I done been on this motherfucker. Y'all done seen me. I done pulled out on niggas 3, 4 times. Like, yo, straight up, or my catchphrase. Yo, homie, you don't see my hand? That's when you hear that right there and you don't hear a motherfucker say nothing else back to me, is because they see my hand. I ain't got to say nothing else. And I make it a thing not to click the safety because so I don't accidentally shoot a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Even though it take only 2.5, I ain't gonna give y'all too much information, but it only take 2.5 to go. You understand what I'm saying? But the click is so fucking loud, you're gonna alert other people. So I won't click the safety. I just like that, yo, homie. You see what I'm? You understand? And that's it. It was one day I was sitting. One day, it was during the daytime. I was doing a live, and I peeped this homeless nigga kept circling around me, and I'm like, yo, why this nigga keep circling around me for whatever? So the nigga did it a third time, and this time I guess he was playing on his drop, like coming closer to me or whatever. I said, yo, homie, look at my hand real quick. And he kept moving forward. I said, yo, homie, look at my hand real quick. You about to lose it all right now. If y'all would have seen this motherfucker on camera, it was like the fear of God came into him. It's like, yes, nigga, I will drop you out this motherfucker. We ain't talking about shit. Like, I don't know why she think I'm pussy, but hey, continue. And people that know me know I'm a wild motherfucker. Always have been. I'm not one of these dudes. He's gonna calm down. He's nice now. You can give him a hug. No, bitch, I'm still mean. You know what I'm saying? But I'm smart, and I still have a hint of and a cadence for being a natural person. Like I was even like that when I was in the music industry heavy. I was never a obnoxious motherfucker. The only thing you will find me really bragging on is where I lived at or the clothes I had on. I always had some dope shit on. Like, y'all remember them lug suits? I was one of the first motherfuckers that had one of them motherfuckers on. Them shits was like $190 at the time. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I finagled a little bit. You know what I'm saying? My man's worked at the store or whatever. Be like, yo, nigga, let me use your discount. Get this motherfucker by like $80 or something. I'm get about like $80 from your price. You know what I'm saying? Word, Miss Leo. Word, no angel. Fuck that. People who act ratchet don't make money. Learn the business, people. Exactly. Like you can act ratchet every now and then or whatever, but if you're doing it on a constant basis like these two are, like, and it's so calculated how they're doing it. That's why I know Jag's the one running the show. Like, you mean to tell me you went live for an hour, talk about absolutely fucking nothing, basically, and then you followed it at the beginning, telling everybody and stop that shit with hit the like button, ain't nobody in there to hit the fucking like button. So why are you saying it so early? You're doing a live, it's not an upload. I hate when people do that shit. Hit the like button, hit the like button. You ain't been live for nothing but 15 fucking seconds. Ain't nobody even fucking in here to hear you say hit the like button. Now I got some people in here now. If y'all haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. But it's an hour and a half in. I mean, an hour and 5 minutes in. You get what I'm saying? And guys, also make sure you, if you can, hit the cash app if you can, which is some other words this bitch borrowed from me yesterday. And I don't appreciate that. Bitch, you ain't never in your life said, and I heard you on that live, you said, and that's why I tell you, these bitches just go back and forth and borrow from other people because they are talentless. Her, TJ, and the rest of the motherfuckers over there with a bunch of talentless motherfuckers. She heard me say on my live before, and y'all heard me say this a million times, and I say it the exact same way every time. I say, yay, you guys can hit the cash app. I would greatly appreciate it if you do, but if you don't, you don't. Now she using my phrase and rolling with that because Jaguar told her to. I've been making pepper steaks. Honestly, though, people move in silence. They never speak on anything that's going to incriminate them. Yeah, Starbucks lover, I hear you. I'm a Starbucks lover too, so I feel you on that one. Matter of fact, y'all want to see me go to Starbucks right after this? Hit my cash app up. It's right there in the pinned comment under Toria Williams on the screen right here in the chat. $ STRINGERBELL80. Also, guys, I'm going to be traveling today. We're going to go to a couple locations because I got one big live to do. Actually, two big lives to do. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So if you don't donate right now, you can donate later or whatever the case is. But make sure you support the channel. It doesn't cost me much to travel. I live very close to New York City, like within minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically am New York where I live at, but it's Connecticut. You know what I mean? But guys, make sure y'all hit the what's the name? And if you do, let me know. I'm sorry I'm not on StreamYard right now, so I can see and interact with you guys or whatever. And tonight, I'm going to do something different because I'm going to drop the link and I'm going to allow you guys to come in because I want to talk to a lot of you guys, see what you're talking about, see what you like, what you dislike about Jag and TJ or whatever. But this whole constant thing about coming on every day and just being like, obnoxious. That's the best way I can describe it because you have to be an obnoxious motherfucker to sit up there and be like, and you motherfuckers better donate. Pay what you weigh. I'm a star. I'm Jaguar Wright. You motherfuckers gonna pay what you weigh. Let's fly away, Batman. You know what that bitch get that Batman voice going on? It's some serious shit. She mean for real. When she get that Batman shit going on, she mean for real. Hi, Naja. She said, hello, bro. What's going on? I'm in here making pepper steak. That bitch the Batman. I keep trying to tell y'all that. And listen, you tell Ben he's going to pay what he weighs. And if he doesn't, I'm going to get him, Penguin, Two-Face, and Harvey. I'm out of here. I'm the Batman. I said, you fake ass bitch. Like somebody's supposed to be scared of you. She trying to talk to me like I'm supposed to be scared of her too. I'm supposed to be scared of you. I'm supposed to be scared of you, You better be scared. That's what the fuck it is when you have a bunch of wild ass Dominicans and Cubans and Asians on your fucking ass. Fuck out of here. Fuck you think you talking to? This bitch is hilarious. Last night when OG Patrice said my name, she told me, I'm like, I heard he be talking shit. What you mean I'll be talking shit? What, you gonna check me on it? Huh? You gonna check me on it? You gonna get one of your homeboys try to check me on it? You understand? You ever approach me with a nigga, I'm shooting you first. For real. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Shoot that bitch first. For real. And if some niggas with me, shoot that bitch first. Because she does cause all this. Don't stop all that threatening people. She be trying to scare people. Facts, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you think I live at, Nebraska? What the fuck background do you think I'm from? Have you ever really looked at my shit? Like, I'm one of the few motherfuckers like this. The niggas you talking to, I done did more shit than they done did, and it's documented. The shit I done did more shit than you done did. I'm talking about since I was like 14 fucking years old. First time I got caught with a pistol, I was 14 and did time for it. Look that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Me and my crazy ass cousin Mario. Shout out to my baby. Love you, boy. Salud. And tú sabes la familia. My cousin right there. He the worst one niggas that got me into all this shit. Crazy Cuban motherfucker. Be laughing at her dumb ass. Yeah, she's silly. She be trying to scare people. She more like the Joker. Yo, you crazy. That's Batman. No, Angel. I'm the Batman. You tell Bane, and you tell OKP, and you tell Sean David Wade. I'll be back to collect mine. You gonna pay what you owe. I'm the Batman. What are her many personalities? Oh my God. Let me tell y'all about that shit right there. 1 minute, this bitch from the South, she a Southern. Okay, so y'all talking about she the Southern grandmother. Then she the Southern auntie. You said no to the penguin. No, shut up, no Angel. Stop it. You instigate shit. I love you girls in there because y'all are so fucking nice. Y'all are nice. I like women like y'all. This broad turned around and she could, yeah, right. That's a fucking Karen 3.0 right there. Like I never thought of that. She's like a fucking Karen in a lot of ways. And let me share this for a minute, guys. Let me share this real quick. She is like a fucking Karen, isn't she? Fucking wacko ass bitch. For like literally no respect left for this chick. And the reason I don't have no respect for her is not because she's a woman, like she tries to paint this shit out to be, oh, I'm a female lesbian, the world is after me. Oh, I told a whole bunch of lies on YouTube. The world is after me and TJ. They want to take us down. TJ's not safe. Let me tell y'all something, right? If it was gonna get you or TJ, it definitely ain't gonna be right now. So I'll just put that right there. She thought writing kites in jail meant she was a journalist. It's all about she wrote 50 kites, 50 kites or something like that in jail. I heard that comment. She said, I said, it sound like a snitch to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what that sound like. That sound like a snitch. You know what I mean? Who you writing to, nigga? You ain't. And then she try to get online and try to front with Spider Lope like she gang. Spider Loke, I know that's your friend and everything like that, man, but don't fuck with that bitch, homie. Trust me. She on some other shit, my nigga. Stay out of it, man. That's on Bad Boy, my nigga, for real. Like, stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be that bitch's friend, be that bitch's friend, but don't get involved in it, my nigga. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And this to keep it a buck with you, I'm gonna throw some pictures of me and Baisley. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? So let that go, my nigga. You understand? I'm put up some pictures in Baisley for you later on. All right. My peoples be over there. It's peoples you know too. You know what I'm saying? Kay, all of them. You know, you been through Baisley, right? You know what I'm talking about? Huh? So don't weave the web, Spider. I ain't weaving shit. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, and it's saying what I'm saying. Like, you coming in and you getting people to join you on your fuck shit, but you've been on here since day one. Like, listen, many people, like, I guess you would say him or other people, they'll come in here and they won't have no motherfucking clue of what this bitch been talking about for the past 3 years, past 2 months, or anything else. Only thing they hear is a bitch they ain't heard from in a minute, or they heard it from every day, but they're not condensing and in line with her YouTube behavior. So what happens is she'll try to rally these motherfucking people around her, whatever, until they go and they research what the fuck she putting up online and how many people she talking about or whatever. And if you plan on resurfacing your career, if you plan on touring and getting into certain venues, huh? Okay, you following me now? Like, only niggas in the music business will understand what I'm talking about right now. So this ain't meant for the majority of the population. But if you pick up on it, pick up on it. You know, you ain't gonna be able to get into certain venues if you carrying after her. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what you can tell her. Listen, I like you. I love you. I care about you. I hope for you the best. But that shit right there, I'm not getting involved in. That shit right there, that's not what I do. That shit right there ain't got no fucking money in it. That shit right there look like some begging shit. Better yet, nigga, 50 papered you up. Give that bitch about 10 grand real quick so she shut the fuck up and get offline. How about that? Man, don't make me pick up. Niggas do not know who I can pick up. Like, she be joking talking about who she can pick up the phone for. She picking up the phone for producers and former artists. And shit. That's not who I'm picking up the phone for. Everybody I'm picking up the phone for is currently active. And I'm not talking about no street fucking people either. Nobody's worried about street people. Who's worried about street people? Nobody's worried about street people. She only using TJ to make Goomba mad. No, she only using TJ right now to get motherfucking more cash apps, no angel. That's what she doing. Because she playing that real slick. Last night when she was streaming, she told the old girl, yo, listen, let's go over to your page now. We're going to act like we're mocking the Queen's Court again. And, you know, that thing that was over there with him, she's sitting over there. And that thing is nice. Let me just say that. That's a nice person. I've never heard her say anything malicious about anybody. But I don't know if you're a guy, girl, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever you are. I'll just put it that way. You know what I'm saying? When it's a lesbian women and lesbian men, I can kind of tell. When it's somebody kind of look in the middle of the two, I just can't tell. So I don't know if that's a man dressed up or somebody that's what's the word I'm looking for? Transition to something like that or whatever. But shout out to you. You ain't said nothing about me. You ain't said nothing malicious really about anybody. So I would say you were definitely a medium, and definitely I would put you at a level of being articulate and professional, at least is the way you carry yourself. Even last night when they assaulted said person and tried to say that that person was a mole. Which brings me up to this so I can break this. She said it's the Batman for me. She was a TJ because she got nobody else for real. She got nobody else for real, and she don't know where she gonna get her next meal. She got nobody else for real, and she don't know where she gonna get her next meal. She don't have anybody else to manipulate anymore. And the straw, you see what I'm saying? Like the tie is falling through. And see, we'll all still be here in a minute. This bitch was talking about today, talking about I'm getting off of YouTube permanently. Where y'all gonna get the information from then? Oh shit. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. The only reason I'm talking about you right fucking now instead of uploading some shit is because, not because it's money. I can get up here and talk about Tyrese right now. I can get up here and talk about a whole bunch of other shit that's going on. And I don't. Because I'm centered on you because of the trouble and the bullshit that you have going on and the interruptions you have put here on the YouTube ecosphere. You fucking up the money for the rest of us with these scams, these cash grabs, or whatever. You see this? I've been here for an hour and 15 minutes. My audience don't even want to donate to me because of your motherfucking ass. My audience is like, well, I like that nigga. I really do. But I don't know if he's scamming like this hoe was. And I don't blame y'all. I cannot fucking blame y'all. I can't blame y'all. I would think the same fucking thing. Like, I know this broad is, what's the name? And I want to say thank you. I just seen 2 cash apps. I want to say thank you to Karen and Lindsay. Thank you, Karen and Lindsay. I just seen that just now. So I got 2 cash apps. You understand what I'm saying? These bitches be on there. Oh my God, y'all talking about his Pat. You couldn't figure out if it was a girl or a guy. No angel, cut that shit out. Y'all about funny as me. Y'all talking about I'm funny. Let me read some of y'all's comments because y'all be cracking me up too. Wacky Jackie. And she only used the TJ to make Goomba mad, just like all the rest. Yeah, it's piggybacking off. It's like a. And last night I said, what are you, a fucking 8th grader? Because the shit she was saying to me in my chat room, it reminded me of somebody like what chicks would say to me in 8th grade. Nah. That's why you this. That's why you that. She tried to pull a Denot with me and call me out. You got a disease. Bitch, they actually running around talking about you got herpes and a crackhead and a dope head and you fucking with Fetty Wap. I wouldn't trade places with you for no reason whatsoever. She don't have anybody else to manipulate anymore. And a straw. Ain't nobody answering the phone for Jag. Yeah, I see that too. Nope, you write that thing. She could get it. She could get into a Target or Walmart's parking lot. Let a video say, "Yo, you stupid as shit, Tori." Like saying it in the subway. It's Pat. Remember Saturday Night Live? Pat, yo, I remember that shit. Pat had on the glasses and the tight hair too. It was built funny. He was like, "What are you, a girl or a guy?" I was like, Is that what you're talking about, no angel? She using it because TJLD overdose has ID. Oh, TJ has an ID. Yeah, Lindsay says she sent me a cash app. I just seen it, Lindsay. Thank you very much. And I thank you very much for that. Yes, you can be more relevant, people. She reads like a second grader. Yo, I said the same thing, and that's why I brought it up. I was like, did this bitch graduate high school? Like, listen, there's times where people write comments in my chat room, and I'm like, you have to have predictive, I forgot what it's called, predictive pronunciation. It's almost like predictive text on your phone. And that's from true intelligence. That means you're able to look at what you have in front of you and fill in the gaps of where somebody would have missed. Because nobody, even the scholars from fucking the Grecian periods and the Latin periods and Rome and everything like that. Even in their texts that they discovered today, they had misspellings and everything like that. And these people were fucking geniuses, including the Egyptians on their phosphor plates and things like that. They had spelling errors. So you telling me these motherfuckers that have given us gifts such as how to tell time, how to tell the weather, solace, how to tell when the moon is rising here or there, or whatever. You telling me it's okay for these motherfuckers? It's okay for these motherfuckers to misspell some shit, but it ain't okay for me to misspell some shit or somebody else to misspell. Oh, come on, get out of here with that grammar Nazi shit. I don't play that shit. That's when you know when somebody go into that grammar Nazi shit, they're trying to hide something. And what they do is they go into that grammar Nazi shit because they're trying to hide something. Like she referenced the person that wrote it, and she said she was reading something. I caught her the first time, and she's like, "Oh my god, the grammar in here is crazy." Robin does said that thumbnail has me dead to feet. Shout out to official King Pay. King Pay, happy motherfucking die. That's my nigga. I can't wait to this nigga. If this nigga ever come to New York, I'm definitely gonna show him around the city. He gonna have a good time up the way. You understand? That's a good dude right there. You know what I mean? I know good people when I see good people. That's why, like, if I fuck with you, like anybody will tell you that. People that know me for 20, 25 years, what if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? I mean anything. Like, what's going on? What happened? What happened? You know what I mean? That's how I am. Always been like that. Always gonna be like that. You know? But he the one to put me under them feet. That nigga kept showing them pictures last night. I was like, son of a bitch. She had one toe going this way, another toe going that way, then the pinky toe was going these ways. Shit looked like a talon. That didn't even look like a foot. That looked like a talon. Oh, oh. Me wants the precious. Hey, Frodo, how far are we away from Mount Moria? Them feet look like they going to look for fucking Gandalf. Somebody go ask Jaguar, she ran into Gandalf yet. They both witches and wizards and shit, right? She must have ran into him. Jag from far from being a genius. Yo, the bitch said she had a 160 IQ, don't you know? That's the same as fuck. Somebody go right now and look up Albert Einstein's IQ and tell me what it say in the chat without me prompting you or anything. Just one of y'all go right now and look and see what Albert Einstein's motherfucking IQ was rated as, all right? And I know what the answer is, but I just want y'all to hear it because she said her IQ was 160. Bitch, you're slick. You're not intelligent. There's a difference between being slick and being intelligent. The shit y'all try to pull today, the shit y'all try to pull last night, the epilogue before you know the next morning, okay, we going to do this right now, get them to laugh. Then in the morning, what we going to do is we going to hit them all with the cash app. That's how we going to get over. How I Got Over. That's a song by the Roots. How I Got Over. You need to look that one up. You won't be listening to your old group, your old homies' music, do you? You see them niggas? They on Nighttime with Jimmy Kimmel. Look at you all fucked up. I might even go over there just to fuck with you. Y'all want to see me get the Roots on camera? I might go over there just to fuck with her. You understand what I'm saying? I might just do that. Thank you. Linda B just put Einstein is between 160 and 180, depending on who's doing it. She ain't got no damn 160. Now, ain't no lie. The bitch says she had 160 IQ. All right. Einstein had 160 fucking IQ. So, bitch, you should be warned somewhere like over maybe over at fucking one of the local nuclear power plants, working at some fucking high-end job or whatever. You should be the go-to person if your IQ is the same as motherfucking Albert Einstein. She said her IQ was 160. That song with the lady on the bike singing under the tree really cracks me up. Yo, that shit that nigga had that bitch on a bike. Y'all talking about King Pain. That nigga had that bitch on a bike. I said, yo, where the fuck you find? I ain't find that shit. I be finding some odd shit. But that shit right there, that shit, that's we can rock the rest of the year out with that clip alone. It's not the way, it's not what she's saying it's the way she's saying it. That's the shit that make it funny, and the way she looked. And I remember yesterday somebody came in, it was like, yo, is that Jaguar right there? I was like, yo. And that's why sometimes y'all hear me fall back and I won't say nothing funny for a minute in the chat room because I'll be wanting to fuck up Pay's show and shit. But some of that shit, I just be having to go in. I say, not the, and if y'all hear me write this in the chat, not the shoes, and I say it like that or some shit like that, this is the voice I'm saying it in. Not the feet. No, Jack, not the fetty. That's the voice I'm saying it in. So if y'all see me type that shit over there in this chat room, mention that voice right there. Not the feet. One toe going this way, one toe going that way, the two pinky toes going their own ways. Oh shit! Nah, that's King Payne shit, man. I'm gonna let him live. That's his shit right there. We don't do that. We all got our own spiel. You know what I'm saying? We all got our own spill. Son, David Way, I guess he got his own spill. King Payne got his own spill. I got my own spill. The equation of all this shit is all three of us evidently is fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? And so we gonna entertain y'all in different ways, but it's all gonna be comedy. But that shit right there with the broad on the bike. Funniest shit this year. I swear my fucking head for a guy. If our IQ was supposed to be the same as Albert Einstein, why you can't comment on the original concept? That's what I'm saying. Why are you over here copying us? She copied King Payne. She copied me. She copied Sean Davy Way. She copied even the Knot. And she said she can't stand his ass. And I watched one or two of his joints or whatever. I ain't never commented on there, nothing like that or whatever, but I watched it. That's why I said she bought a little bit from me too, because I told King Payne in the motherfucking chat room, I said, you got a couple motherfuckers here that they be over here writing comments or whatever. So maybe that's what she grabbed. She's very good at manipulating people that are dumb. If you dumb and you motherfucking can easily be manipulated, or you can easily be fed some shit like, hey, this is where I'm going to, this is how I'm moving, and if you want to be part of this, and this is what you got to do. If you want them type of people, she's perfect for you. You understand? She might even keep you on at least for a little bit anyway. But I heard her say something today when this young man was talking about a very serious subject, and I'm not gonna talk about what that young man was talking about. And Godspeed on your recovery. You heard me, G? I don't give a fuck which side you on that one. Godspeed on your recovery. You heard? But she said some shit today. She said, well, generally speaking, I don't give a fuck about nobody but myself. And I said, aha. Aha. Generally speaking, you don't give a fuck. You don't say. But we saying shit wrong about you. See, this whole fucking thing that she's trying to feed to these little growing amount of people that she got over there that she thinks are followers. But really, in actuality, bitch, if you just look at the comments on your bitch page and on your page, both of them telling you one thing. Bitch, we don't fuck with you like that. We know you lying. And if you're not lying, you exaggerating. I just sent OG Patrice this morning. I had to send it to her so she would understand what I was talking about. That story she talked about Patti LaBelle, right? That story is nothing what she read out. And I said it last night and I'll say it again so you guys can get the gist of it. Please share it amongst the crowd. Please share it amongst the streets. Please share it amongst other people. I'm going to tell you how manipulative this bitch is. So back in 1980 something, where most of us were fucking babies, or like maybe at the oldest, maybe 7 or 8 years old, some of us. I wasn't. I was around about a baby. You know what I'm saying? I was either still in Pampers or just coming out of Pampers, or about to come out of Pampers, rather. Not out of Pampers, but about to come out of Pampers. And so around about that time, with Jag, who's around about the same age I am, you understand what I'm saying? She would have been at that time, I don't know how old, but she wouldn't have been old enough to go to these concerts. She wouldn't have been old enough to know even fuck who Patti LaBelle was, unless her mom or her father was playing it in the house. Does that make sense? So old chick, she decided that she was going to tell this story, rehash the story about Patti LaBelle, right? She was going to yeah, exactly, No Angel. She was going to rehash the story about Patti LaBelle. This is an old story to go all the way back to the motherfucking 80s. And with the way she tried to frame it, she tried to frame it like it was all the Temptations, but it wasn't all the Temptation. It was David fucking Ruffin. And he was the only person implicated as far as Patti LaBelle is concerned, as far as Patti LaBelle's staff is concerned, as far as many people are concerned. And he was never brought up on any motherfucking charges. He was never arrested. He was never sent anywhere. She said she lived across the street from her. She ain't live across the street from motherfucking Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle from South Philly. How the fuck you grew up across the street from her in South Philly and near Germantown and all that when you from North Philly? That's what you claim all the time. See what I mean? This bitch's lies just don't add up. So anyway, the bitch turned around, Jedi. The bitch turned around and tried to use the story and then reframe it. You understand what I'm saying? The Patti LaBelle done been over this shit. So why would you bring up some shit like that, first of all? But I digress. Anyway, she took the story and she twisted it and added shit to it. Well, her husband told me. Fuck, her husband talking to you. At the time, you had to be like fucking what? If that was the case, you say he told you in the 90s, that means, bitch, you was around about 16, 17, 18 years old. Why the fuck would he be telling you that? And why was you by yourself with him anyway? Because by this time, she had been divorced him. Second of all, the funny thing about it is, not only did she rehash the story, but she included all of the Temptations. Do y'all actually go sit? Well, I know y'all don't. Y'all smarter than that. But do you know there was people in her fucking chat that actually believed it? It was like, tell us more, Jag. Tell us more. She can't. Why? Because she don't know no fucking more. Pay attention to what these niggas are talking to. You ever notice I tell a story and I keep going? Because I know more and more and more and more and more to it. Her, she'll tell you little bits and crumbs and shit like that of the story. And then want you to pay her to tell you the rest of a story that's easily Googled. Now, if y'all don't believe me, go to Google right now, and I want you to put in David Ruffin, that's spelled Rffin, and Patti LaBelle incident, and tell me what come up. Put in Patti LaBelle and David Ruffin, and tell me what come up. Don't worry about it. I'll wait. And while we're taking in the mid-session, like I told you guys, I'm going to be heading out of here in a minute. So, guys, I'm going to be filming tonight for you guys. We're going to move a lot of places or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least two I got destined. And I think two of them you're particularly going to like because this is a subject matter that's outside of motherfucking Jaguar, right? We will talk about this breasty-ass bitch too, but this is more important because some of my followers, y'all want me to talk about other things other than that, and I don't blame y'all. I don't blame y'all at all. Most of the Temptations are dead. Leave them be. Exactly. So that was my biggest thing right there. I'm glad you said it, Beatrice. I'm glad you said it. David Ruffin and Patti LaBelle, exactly. No Angel said correct. I was 5 in 80. I've been here a few times just after. Oh, that's my peoples right there. I'm reading the text message. My fault, y'all. It's always somebody telling her, but it's probably something she heard or looked up. She looked it up. She looked it up. Just like the other stories that she's found. She looked them up. She looked them up, heard them, and said, let me add my own little twist on it because I know this ain't popular to most of the people. Most of y'all didn't know that Patti LaBelle and David Ruffin had that interaction or possibly that interaction because he's never been guilty of anything. So none of y'all knew that. So she was a great angle to take. So this is why she tells y'all the story and being as gullible as some followers are her because they thirsty to be seen. Let me tell you something. If you're thirsty to be seen, and I say this from somebody that's worked with dozens of music artists, all right? That's why I know Jaguar Wright is an artist versus, let's say, Faith Evans was a star. Let's say Lil Kim is a star. Let's say, who else? 112, they were stars. Even for the type tendency that he had with only 2 albums, and I haven't talked to him in a long time. Well, actually, I did. I talked to Carl Thomas maybe 3 months ago or 2 months ago because I wished him happy birthday. So I did speak to him briefly, but not as much as I speak to other artists and things like that, formerly at Bad Boy Entertainment or currently still somehow capacity, another whether management or whatever. Even he was a star. His song charted at #1 for a few weeks, not number 16 for 11 weeks, not number 53 for 16 weeks. Like, your respected projects did, you fucking artist. You know what I'm saying? But now she's trying to pump this new song or whatever, that she learned from me. Because see what happened was she had heard me the night before, and I want y'all to tally this up. She had heard me the night before playing music during my live via the StreamYard. So she said, "Oh, how do we do that? I want to do that too." Oh, he did talk. She has no originality. All the originality was left in her body to create songs and build songs or whatever is going. I can even tell. I heard the song that you were playing, that shit sounded like trash. That shit sounded like some shit Christina Aguilera or like what's another one of them bitches that was from that era? Christina Aguilera, somebody like that. They wrote it, didn't want the song, and junked it. They say, "Hey, you want it, you can have it." It's even sung in the same octave as that. You know what I'm saying? The older entertainers went through a lot and made it possible for new people. They deserve respect. Exactly. Burb. Day 43 of Burb until I get banned. Sorry. I know this is off topic. I don't know what you're talking about, Brody. You gotta explain that a little bit more. Sounded like she recorded on a BlackBerry. Yeah, that shit sounded terrible. It wasn't even that. Most of the Temptations are dead. I want somebody to tell me what they find when they look up David Ruffin and Patti LaBelle incident. Put that in. David Ruffin, Patti LaBelle, alleged assault. Put that in. Whatever you want to put in. It came up for me like that. But I'm telling y'all, and I assure y'all, the story that she told y'all, she grabbed from another source, put her own fix and spin on it, and made it look like it was something else other than what it was. Jill Scott, she is so jealous of her, it kills me. Jill is so famous. Yeah, she jealous. She said the shit about Jill Scott, talking about she wrote some of Jill Scott's songs. Jill Scott trying to who gives a fuck? Jill Scott's still touring. You understand what I'm saying? And Jill Scott used to be really around the gangsters when she was young. Jill Scott's daddy was a gangster. Many people don't know that. Her mom was involved in some shit, even though she was into the nation and things like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Her mom was into some shit at first. Jill Scott is in one. I'm going to put shit up for y'all later on. There's a video by a motherfucker named Cool C and Steady B. They used to be down in Philly. Many of y'all know what I'm talking about. Cool C and Steady B, they ended up robbing a bank. One of them got the death penalty. I think it was Steady B got the death penalty. Cool C got life. He had a song, guy. Y'all can still find it right now on YouTube. It's called The Glamorous Life. Ooh, 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 the glamorous life. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? The glamorous life. I might even play that shit tonight when I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about shoot, guys. In that video, Jill Scott is in the video. Now, these is motherfucking hilltop hustlers. Everybody know them all the way to Jersey to Brooklyn. You understand what I'm saying? This was a real crew of like real shooters, all that. These are real crew. They used to run a lot of stuff. And this is way before my time. And Jill Scott's time too, because in the video, she appears to be around about 15, 16, or 17. She had just turned mature. And Jill Scott is in the video. She's the girl that's walking across the platform or whatever. That's how long Jill Scott had been around. She's been in the game. She's been around people. Okay, I will look it up. What got me is when she said Erykah Badu made that song Booty about her. Oh my gosh, she said that. That was my joint. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The glamorous life. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's what happened to them. Wow. Yeah, that's what happened to them. They robbed the bank and I think it was Steady B that shot one of the guards, and the guard later on died. And that's why Steady B, who was the chunky one with the glasses, he ended up getting the death penalty. And then Steady B, I believe he got life. I might be mistaken, but I think they commemorated his sentence to life. So they still in there. As far as I know, Steady B has never been executed. And I don't know if he got a stay of execution from the governor or nothing like that either. I never really looked it up, but I will update it. But Jill Scott is in that video. The glamorous life. She's in that video. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, 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 the glamorous life. Patti LaBelle was engaged to Otis Williams of the Temptations. Yeah. And so they said that David Ruffin tried to sexually assault her. She turned it around and tried to tell you guys it was a whole goddamn temptation. That's what she said, right? I ain't making it up, right? Because she tried to play it off and said I was making up some other shit. I ain't making it up, Emma. Am I making it up? All right, cool. I actually thought Cool C was on DR. I don't know what that means. Was on DR. I don't know what that means. You have to rewrite that for me, Miss Magic. I'm not sure what that means. When is he going to say made a booty song about her? That's funny. What's this right here? She full of shit. Let me show that right there. That shit is funny as hell. Death Row. Okay. I actually thought Cool C was on. No, he wasn't on Death Row. Death Row wasn't even created then. No, you thinking of some other dude. No, this is Cool C and Steady B. You know what I mean? I remember hearing that song because the older heads we were around at the time was playing that music. Like the niggas that's like the common dudes you would find out are like probably between the ages of like 55 and up or 57 and up more so. They was playing that music. You understand what I'm saying? That was their soundtrack. Just like later on, our soundtracks would have been like, I don't know, Ice Cube and, you know, all that shit or whatever. That was their soundtrack for the time. Cool C and Steady B, big homie. Yeah, Cool C got life, Steady B got the bullet. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Major History, 1989, Glamorous Lifestyle. You know what I'm talking about. Flight, you know what I'm talking about. Them niggas used to come to Brooklyn, son, and niggas in Brooklyn used to be scared of them. Like, yo, them niggas is outside again. What they want this time? Niggas said they want to re-up again. What you want me to do? Send them niggas in here, but hold on. For real, that's how you had to be around them. Like, for real. Like, I don't want to put my cousins and stuff out there, but just trust me. I had family that was in the mix back in them times, and that's what was going on. Yeah, that's a fact. Boy, 28, he know what I'm talking about. He says, Cool C, Steady B, big homie. Yeah, Cool C got life, Steady B got the bullet. Major History, 1989, then versus Glamorous Lifestyle, New York City. Yeah, it's a fact. Legina said Jackie said she dated Marshall Matt. Oh my God, I heard that shit too. She said she wrote a song for Eminem too, right? I'll believe that shit. That's what I'm saying. It's like if you go around telling all these lies consistently all the time, it's like the boy who cried wolf. The wolf is coming, the wolf is coming. Ah, the wolf is coming, the wolf is coming. Ah, the wolf is coming, the wolf is coming. Ah. And then finally, when the wolf show up to swallow your ass full and whole, nobody believes you anymore. And this is the point of where these girls have gotten to. I saw TJ today. She does the other live right after Jaguar goes live with her little panel. She's so busy trying to be King Pain and trying to call her little devotees family. Them motherfuckers all got issues over there with her. And people in pain tend to generally hang around with other people in pain. People in pain used to generally trust people that they shouldn't be fucking trusting. And I'm telling every last one of y'all over there that's over there watching with her, whatever, work on your own shit. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about he, she, them, they. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna call her, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Who's one of the real talents over there? You wasting your time having courtroom cases for this bitch and shit and all that shit. And I like how you stood your ground last night. I will say that. You was like, yo, look, y'all want me to fuck up out of here? It don't matter. The shit is already moving anyway. Let me suggest something for you. Because out of that group, you'll probably be the only one to be successful because I see you're increasing in numbers. That's what you need to do. Start talking about other shit. Do it on a more frequent basis and move the fuck on out the way. Because that boat right there got a hole in it. And the person that's at the main mast, Jaguar, she going to be the first one to take the one and only life preserver and life raft that's on the ship. Now make sense of that. And she ain't going to haul nothing but one or two people in the ship with her. You understand what I'm saying? That's only so she can reconstruct once they hit land. Feel me? So you think what you want to think. Patty was engaged to Otis Williams of the Temptation. Listen, it wasn't even just that. There's stories about James Brown. Look up Patti LaBelle and James Brown right now. After you look up that, look up Patti LaBelle and Otis Williams. Then come back here. Y'all see what I'm talking about. She wasn't engaged to, Otis, what is his name? Otis Wilson. That's his name. I said Williams right there. Otis Wilson. Look him up too. Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson. That was another one. She's had interaction with them. Like, trust me when I tell you that. Just look it up. You'll see it. We lost him. He'll be back. If not now, later. Okay. She the force behind everything. Let her tell it. Yeah. The shit just keep getting nuttier and nuttier as it go. So today, when I heard TJ talking, And she was answering all these questions. Nobody was in there to support you. The niggas was in there to ask you questions and joke you. And Jaguar keep feeding and spoon feeding them people that's over there with her, talking about, well, they over here for the entertainment. I'm the show, and trying to put it in all these different little motherfucking ways. Bitch, don't nobody fuck with you. Look at the comments in my chat room and look at the comments in your chat room. Every now and then, I'll get somebody to come in here and act like a jerk. And they usually do it on behalf of you. But as far as the people that follow me, you ain't never heard nobody in here say I'm a liar. You ain't never heard nobody in there say I'm a con artist. You ain't never heard anybody in here say definitely I'm a beggar. You ain't never, which I don't give a fuck if they did or not. You understand? I've been going for an hour and 45 minutes. Only mentioned my Cash App 4 times. And guys, if you like to donate, the Cash App is right there, $STRINGERBELL80. The link is pinned right there under Notorious Williams' names. Let this hoe know y'all support, because I need y'all support too. This bitch is able to grab $175 a day for a hotel room. I should have at least $25, $50, $100 on my motherfucking side too, when I'm sitting here telling the absolute fucking truth about this bitch's lies that people are donating to this bitch for telling lies. She told a whole fucking lie about Patty LaBelle. I just fixed it up for y'all and told y'all the fucking truth. Truth is, it was David Ruffin that was accused. And David Ruffin was never prosecuted. David Ruffin was never brought in front of a trial. None of that shit. She added some sauce to that shit, threw it up in the mix, and fed it to y'all like it was some exclusive material. No, bitch, that shit was exclusive to motherfucking Google, bitch. That shit was exclusive to Google. 10 years ago, 15 years ago. The last motherfucking, what's the name of it? The last motherfucking talk of it was over, I think, 2017. That was the last time somebody mentioned it. So we got a lot of porgy pies being told, a lot of lies being told by this woman. And I'm just trying to figure out why. I used to love Cool C, and Steady B says, we know all she does is lie. She's the force behind everything. Yeah, she looked crazy. Like, everybody saw what you and TJ was doing. TJ was in there in the live, and I thought you said y'all broken up, you ain't want to see each other. Y'all remember all that bullshit? And I said the other day, I said, that bitch is right there with her. She turns around today and says, somebody asked her, yo, where are you at? Oh, I'm still in Texas. We know you are. Y'all bitches have found another room. Y'all in the room because y'all raised that $175, $90, $80, wherever it was, the Motel 6, Hilton. I don't know which one y'all staying at. I think y'all had deduced down and started getting the reality. Hey, bitch, we can't afford the Hilton every night. We got to go to Motel 6. You know what I'm saying? Go over here and get your bug on. You know what I'm saying? Go over here and get your broken air conditioner on. Go over here and get your dirty bathroom floor on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't understand why people still, I don't understand it either. And then I don't understand why it's content creators, because I hear King Payne having to do that sometimes too. You're like, come on, guys, support. And it's hard for him to get it sometimes. And he keeping it a straight buck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? He playing the audio, so there's no differentiation of what he's saying versus the audio. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you'll sit there and see these two lying ass bitches daily be able to motherfucking like literally shake the life out of the tree when it comes to donations. And they're doing it specifically, and they're able to do it specifically based off their gender. And that's what I'm telling you, ladies. Listen, ladies, I know y'all don't believe this, but somewhere around about 15, 20 years ago, there became a divide. There was the women that were traditional women that were grown and raised. I'm going to read your comment in 1 second, Flight 128. They were raised to cook, eat, and shit like that, and wash clothes or whatever. They're one Elka woman. Then there's this other Elka woman that exists that is this misandrous. And if y'all don't know what misandry means, it means the hatred of men. These misandrous and nasty, always blaming men for every other problem that they have in life, weak ass, punk ass bitches. They use victimhood and your empathy to make it through life because they can't do it any other way, aka the fucking weak bitches of the bunch. Then you have your third archetype of woman, which is this archetype of woman who is this woman that's complacent and just doesn't want to argue with either one of them or want to pick a side. And in my opinion, those are the worst type of women because they're the most easily manipulated, because first thing they hear of anything that's attached with money, they feel, attached with women, they feel obligation. And you ladies have got to stop feeling obligations towards these two whores. All right? Seriously. These two bitches are lazy as fuck. They don't do shit. They hop on the mic and they don't even show their fucking face. So you can't see their expressions, you can't see their surroundings, you can't see what they're talking about. You can't even see if they're sitting in a motherfucking room and they got their mouth covered like this, like, say that, shh, say that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know none of that shit. So when you have bitches like this, you got to ask these bitches to cam up. And if y'all go over there, y'all got to demand out of them hoes, look, ho, I want to see you cam up. Not only that, I want you to on the front face of camera, and I want you to show us a whole fucking space that you in. And I need to be able to see that TJ ain't no motherfucking where in there. And y'all need to do that at least 3, 4 fucking times. Be like, yo, pan the camera around. I want to see a TJ up in there. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, I want to see a Jag up in there, and vice versa. That's what y'all need to start doing. The man, if y'all go check that bitch, the man that she cams up, she gets on camera. Right on, big homie. Patti LaBelle, like Jaguar's attitude was something bad in the late 1960s, 1970s. I've heard this. Richard Pryor threw her off the line. So, yeah. I've heard this. I heard she used to be a wild one. I've heard that several times from a couple of people, and they said that, Patti LaBelle used to be involved in every now and then some what you would call promiscuous acts. And it kind of got her a reputation of being promiscuous. And just because a woman's promiscuous doesn't mean that you're able to take advantage of her. Like she could be swinging out pussy 7 days a week, but if she decide on the next 7 day, on the 8th day of she could be giving out pussy 6 days a week, but on the 7th day of the week, she decides she's not giving no pussy to you. She's not giving no pussy to you. Then it ain't your responsibility to go try to take the pussy because you want the pussy. That's some punk shit. So if somebody did try to rape her, you understand what I'm saying? And it was David Ruffin, I don't stand with that, nigga, and you never will give me two. Ray Jung is official. What's going on? How you doing, man? First time seeing you over here. Yeah, same thing. Little bro, as soon as my Warner Music and Sony got account, this my bro, I got you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot, man. I appreciate everybody that donate or whatever. Make sure that I ain't got nobody else here to donate before I get up off it. Because like I said, I do got to run, guys. Okay, so Karen and Lindsay, they made sure to donate. I appreciate you two donating or whatever. Just to conclude this out, I'm going to stay with y'all for like 10, 15 more minutes. I got that much time. Just to keep it a buck with you all, I'm going to say it like this while I get up off of here. Hey Jenny, what's going on? How you doing? You said I'm new. I appreciate you showing up here. Yeah, we talk about Jaguar from time to time. There's also other uploads here for the new subscribers that signed up today. We talk about stars. We talk about the music industry sometimes. Some of the things that I might talk about sometimes might correlate with some of the things Jaguar's talked about, but I talk about them in a real sense with some real solutions to it, what really happened, and the basic differentiating, telling the truth and adding and telling the truth and then adding porgy pies to it, meaning lies to it like she do, and then just plain out telling the truth. You understand? And what I found is she takes about 5 to 10% of the truth and then adds 90 to 95% of lies to it. You understand what I'm saying? You knew that shit about Patti LaBelle wasn't true the way it formed out, but yet still you derive that to the people so it make them feel like they got some information they should pay for. Fuck that. Y'all shouldn't give her a fucking dime. And don't get that ugly ass predator looking bitch she with a dime either. The difference in Jackie and Patty can still say, "Ooh, shots fired." Not just gas and G, but you're exposing the earth, wind, and fire of women attempting to overthrow men's overhauling their existence. Power play and knowledge is such. Yeah, it come with, I got 2 sisters. And I have a lot of female cousins. In fact, I have one other female cousin that I mentioned a lot of times. It's damn near my twin, and she's part of that LBGT community, and I let her hear actually some of the things, and I'll bring this full circle so you understand what I'm talking about. I let her hear some of the things when she was dropping the F-bombs and calling King Pain and da. And he was like, "Is she a lesbian?" I was like, "Yes, that's what she said. She got a whole girlfriend or whatever." So then I showed my cousin her girlfriend or whatever. She was like, "God damn!" Like that's exactly how she just said, "God damn." And even TJ today on the own live, she's like, "I know I'm not the prettiest person out of the bunch." I said, "You don't say." As if it's a Jackie, Patty can still sing. Yeah, Patty LaBelle can still sing. Patty LaBelle, damn near, what is she, 76, 77, whatever? She can still get knocked down. You never know. He tells the truth. I try to, every now and then I get off, but anybody that been here with me for 3 years, that's been one of my faults. The people that get on here and they're honest and they're truthful or whatever, you'll receive very little if no cash apps. Okay, so you got to come in and know that from the get go. And sometimes you got to play with people catching up. Some of the things people are saying now, I was saying months ago. And I think what this bitch is doing, she's going back to a lot of my old videos, hearing the stuff I'm saying. And I suggest to you guys, you go back to some of my old videos, and you'll hear some of the things that people are saying now. I was saying months ago, and I was trying to warn people, like, hey, watch out for this, watch out for that, watch out for this. When I heard TJ today, and she followed up because the first live that Jag did was supposed to be a donation drive for TJ to get TJ to wherever she was going. And then you follow up. Hey, what's going on, Vaughn? Then you follow up. And then after that, you have your girlfriend come on, not even 15, 20 minutes later, say, now we're going to go live on your channel too and try to raise some bread. It alludes to me that these bitches is scamming once again. Why don't both of you bitches get on camera and be like, look, we don't fuck with each other no more. Here we are together on camera. No, this is part of a storyline. Now, the storyline right now, if you ask me, is this bitch got to go for a complacency hearing, mental complacency hearing, and what's today's date? The 13th, you got 7 days, really 6. So that's next, Tuesday, Wednesday? So you got about 6 days before you go to court, right? And so, in very bad actresses, for real. And so you got about 6 or 7 days before you go to court. So basically, if you get fucked and they want to keep you, this is a contingency plan. Old girl is already set off and moving along or whatever. She's already in the crib. So you can now get out of DeSoto, Texas, because that's where you want to leave. You understand what I'm saying? And you send a shorty over to Arizona because I'm guessing you don't want to be in Louisiana either because you might have some issues there. So you're going to send shorty on over to Arizona, get set up, get her working and everything like that. And then I guess the plan is you'll follow behind and then you'll be like, uh-oh, Jaguar Wright, I'm free and I'm live and direct in Arizona. Is that the plan? Is that the fucking plan in the story? Is that sound about correct? That's why you bitches are raising money. That's why this bitch TJ, y'all guarantee you, they are still together right now as we speak. I said the shit yesterday in King Payne's motherfucking chat room. I said the same shit. I said these bitches is together right now as we speak. And they scamming folks and trying to get money. They still together. Shout out to Payne, man. What up, boy? Lady hysterical, pathetic, homeless, unfit. Yeah, and it ain't even got nothing to do with being homeless. When I call a hobo Baggins, I call a hobo Baggins because see, I was in that situation during the pandemic. This is how this channel really got started because of me being in that situation. I talk about it all the time. Hell, I documented it. I used to have a whole thing that would go called Live for the Homeless Shelter, and I really still have not recouped from that. It's very hard to come back from that, and mentally and financially. You understand what I'm saying? That's why, I'll say, oh, it don't really matter about the cash apps and all that shit. I could use as many cash apps as I could possibly get. I wish I was these broads because these broads miraculously, for somehow or another, can hop on for less than an hour and get $300 to $400 in their pocket. And I'm like, how? Y'all bitches not? It's obvious, it's blatant that you bitches are telling lies. But still, those crowds, they will still donate to these broads every single day. I think she got OG Patrice fooled too. And you know what? I hope she don't fuck OG Patrice over because that's going to make me even more angry because OG Patrice is a good motherfucking woman. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't find too many good women like that nowadays for men or women that'll have your back. That's why when y'all heard me talking about it, I had the utmost motherfucking respect for that woman because let me tell you, when I used to do it, she remembers when I used to do them live from the homeless shelter joints. She used to be on there faithfully every day. Davin, you okay? Davin, how's everything going? If not every day, every other live. Davin, is everything good? Davin, what's going on? Davin, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, she had my back on it. You understand what I'm saying? As much as she possibly could. I expect her to be there every live, but she was there and she was paying attention. And I don't know what, maybe she had some intention, maybe she didn't. I don't think she did. But regardless, OG Patrice was there. So I refuse to disrespect anybody like that help me. I'm not one of them niggas like, you help me and then I turn on you or start talking about you or that. Nah, I just rather leave it the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we got a discrepancy here. It is what it is. But at the same time, I don't hate you. I'm not about to go online and bash you or call you all kinds of names or whatever, or try to berate you because you come in my chat. Like I could have took it a totally different way. I know that. I could have been like, yo, you, why you supporting that bitch? I could have been like all that. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that with this woman. This woman helped me before. And that's the difference between me. If you help me or you look down for me, I feel devoted to you at that point. I'm like, all right, nigga, whatever, what you need, man? What we talking about? You know what I mean? Like that's the mode I'm in. But now the people, they ain't like that. And I understand that too. So. But yeah, shout out to OG motherfucker Patrice. She always get the utmost respect for me. And if y'all see her, y'all make sure y'all do the same thing. Yeah, for real, Beatrice. You can't give people money every day. This bitch is getting online every day. Like, okay, I see many of y'all names here, and I see many of y'all have never donated to me a day in my life. It's not my responsibility to get up here and call y'all out because for all I know, y'all could be having in your mind, well, nigga, when I get this check I get, I'm gonna throw you 100. Nigga, when I get this check I get, I'm gonna give you about 50 of it. I'm waiting for this motherfucker stimulus check now. But you get what I'm saying. You never know what somebody's intentions are. So the hoes are playing like they're not together for cash out. Yeah, it's all about cash outs for them. And the reason it is because these bitches have nada, they have nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And so at that point, like I said last night, you have to start, like I did, you have to start thinking in terms of, let me go get myself straight. I don't have PayPal right now. My PayPal thing is messed up because they want me to fill out W-4 forms for it. And I'm not doing that shit. I was explaining to everybody the other day. PayPal and there's two other ones. I forgot what the other two money collection agencies are, but they do this thing now that President fucking Biden put in place where they tax them. Before Biden came into office, they wasn't taxing these people. They wasn't taxing Cash App. They wasn't taxing BMO. They wasn't taxing PayPal. Even if you partner with YouTube, and that's why I refuse to do that shit now. Even when you partner with YouTube, they take taxes out. Hey, Dad, what's going on? I don't have PayPal though. I just got the Cash App. That's all that's up, guys. So, I'll send you a link where you can actually earn some money or whatever, if you sign up. And I'm gonna put that in the thing later. So you guys that don't have Cash App, you can sign up. They'll actually award you a couple of dollars and me a couple of dollars for signing up for that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll send you a special link for that or whatever. Only certain people on certain tier, you know what I'm saying, get to use that type of link or whatever. But thank you for at least, you know what I'm saying, reaching out and saying, hey, can I do this or whatever? But if you don't have a Cash App, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all being here, just listening to me, hearing what I'm saying and everything like that or whatever. Even though I do need to get off here, because like I said, I got somewhere to run to. I will be back with y'all though. The Cash App is up there, it's pinned in the column. And I just want to say this, like girls, especially the ringleader, motherfucking Huggy Pampers, aka Hobo Baggins. There's a difference between me and you is when I was fucked up, I stopped everything. I'm not writing music right now because I ain't got a place to stay. I'm not going over here to hang with this person right now because I ain't got a place to stay. I'm not calling these people up right now and being like, yo, can I come crash on your motherfucking sofa indefinitely? No, because I don't have no place to go right now. I'm not going over here slinging loose dick to some chick because I ain't got a place to live right now. I told chicks in my own chat room, I was like, yo, listen, chicks were telling me, it was like, yo, you kind of cute. You come stay with me. If you have been with me that long, you remember that. It was several women doing that. And I was like, nah, I'm straight. I'm straight. And I saved up my own money and got myself out of the situation. I didn't go buying $50 Uber Eats. I didn't go buy Fetty Wap every 5 fucking minutes. I didn't go buy Cocaine Kenny, which I'm saying theoretically y'all bitches might be doing it. And or any other shit that y'all like to live a luxurious life, but at the same fucking time you bitches is dirt ass dusty poor. The shit ain't adding up, bub. You understand? So now people have been screaming out that you've been homeless for over 3 years. That's a long time. So you would think at some point or another, you'd be like, all right, bitch, let's hop offline for a minute. This shit ain't working. What can we do? Priorities. Bitch, you got to have priorities. You got to have priorities. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm in my crib. This crib is actually too big for me. Like, that is the first time I've lived in huge. My other condo had a balcony, all kinds of shit. Like, it was literally everything. I had a pool, weight room, all that shit. And that place was pretty damn big. This place is too big for me. You know what I'm saying? It is. This is, you could fit literally comfortably in here. 3 people could live in here at the same time. Comfortably. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, rent a studio and don't get kicked out. That's what it is. But these bitches are stuck in a high school mode. And that's why I tried to tell you last night. I could tell by the way they talk, the way she spoke. Like, everybody got a little slang. Everybody got a lot of youth in their voice or whatever. We still young. But I could tell when this bitch was on the phone and she was when she was on the live and she was talking in my live last night, matter of fact, and the thing she was saying to me, I was just like, yo, bitch, are you serious right now? Like, are you, like, for real? Like, you sound like an 8th grader with a fucking book bag, like, you know what I'm saying? Or a slow kid throwing sippy cups up against the wall or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't, I'm TJ. You can't be. You can't be, Kevin. You can't be. And your bitch sitting back trying her best to read. Timmy went. Yeah, crayon ass motherfuckers. You understand? Bro, watch my show later. I'm making hibiscus tea. Got you. Send me the link and put the link in just a comment. That's all you gotta do. Just put the link in the comment so I can watch your shit. So if it's this one right here when I'm finished, Roxy, or just one of my older videos, just drop the link in there and I'll share the link for you. You understand? I'll share the link for you in my community section. Make sure everybody else is watching. So make sure you share that link. You know what I mean? Beatrice said crayons. Yeah, her mind is stuck somewhere else. Naisha is live begging. And I see Miss Taylor, baby, I don't know Naisha. I don't know nothing about Naisha. That's more King Payne's people. I just really haven't got myself involved in that. But I will say, and I will say this correctly, I've seen her on a couple of panels now or whatever, but she was kind of standoffish the other night when King Payne had her on the channel. She didn't want to talk that much. But the night before that, you was on there with this other lady, and you sat on there for almost 2.5, almost 3 hours. You thought I missed that shit, right? You sat on there for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours talking to that chick that's gossiping up all kinds of shit. And that bitch didn't even put your cash up there. Nothing. What time is your live tonight? I don't know. It depends on what time I get to the town. So let's say probably like 10-ish. Let's do that. All right. That way I know I got everything out the way or whatever. So y'all look around about 10-ish. I don't know who. LOL, you crazy. But yeah, just make sure you do that, Roxy. Just put a link in my in any one of my what's the name? Just put a link, just copy and paste and put the link in the comment on any of my videos or whatever. I guarantee you I'll share it for you. No problems. There's no issues. I don't know who. LOL. I don't know what you meant by that. Miss Taven. Yeah, these bitches ain't got nowhere to stay at. And they moving around like 8th graders. This is what kids do. You silence yourself. You say, hey, let me regroup. Let me get the fuck offline for a minute if it ain't beneficial to me. And the only way I make it, like if they were really smart, what they would do is they would have circumnavigated their whole conversation. Instead of talking about we trying to survive, they should turn it into we trying to get right. But I know the bitch is listening to me, so she gonna turn around and do exactly what I said tonight. That's one thing y'all can motherfucking salute this bitch for. This bitch, everything I say, this bitch do it now. Have y'all not noticed everything I say in the case of the men? She here right now. Trust me. I feel her presence. I'm a Taurus too. I feel her here right now. You understand what I'm saying? This is the weird thing about Tauruses. We have Tauruses that are in the dark, and then we have Tauruses that are in the light. I've been one of the Tauruses that have been in the dark before. When we're in the dark, we're some mean motherfuckers. You understand? And we're vengeful, and we're vindictive, and we will get you. You understand what I'm saying? But if we're good Tauruses, we don't have any intention but to help you, to be loyal to you. We're one of the most loyal. We're the second strongest sign in the zodiac outside. And I keep telling people this. We're the second, and this is noted, they don't even say this. We're the second strongest sign outside of Aries. We're the most luckiest. This is where she's getting her luck with the cash apps. We're the most luckiest sign there is. In the Chinese zodiac with a rabbit, the rabbit's foot is what? Luck. You know what I mean? But we have some Taurines that have bad traits, very bad traits, and they're not like either one of us, dark or light. They're somewhere trying to walk this path of neutrality, if you want to say. And so they do dirty things and evil things, but then they say it's in the name of God. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what this bitch was trying to dish out to us today. That everything was in the name of God. But in reality, bitch, everything you're doing is sacrilegious. She tried to add in these little prayers and all this shit. Bitch, you nobody want to hear you praying. Who the fuck want to hear Jaguar Wright praying? Bitch, pray for yourself, if anybody. They think everyone is stupid, bro. Come the fuck on. Yeah, exactly. Everybody ain't stupid, son. String a bell, I rock with you. Always, G, keeping it real. Like a nigga really know. Nigga, you know me. You said string a bell, you know me. The Jedi, I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus too, May the 14th. I'm a Taurus too. She go to court on my born day. Wow, that's deep. Really, Vaughn? TJ claims she got a job interview. Yeah, that's why she hitchhiking, right? They need rehab. I don't know how to drop a link. So listen, Rashi, you're gonna go to your page when you start your live, right? And you see out at the bottom, it's gonna be these three little dots. Like I'm gonna do it right now. It's gonna be these three little dots, right? You take the dots and you hit share, right? Or copy link. And then after that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it, hit share, hit create post. You understand? You can do it that way. Oh shit, my fault. Or you can just hit copy link and it'll be either one of them in there or whatever to your live. Or just put it towards copy and paste the link of one of the videos you put up before and just paste that shit in the comment. Just hit it, make sure everything is in blue, hit copy, and then go to one of my videos and then hover over the thing, press your finger down, hold it for a second, then a thing's gonna come up that says paste, clipboard, all that shit or whatever. Just paste it. And I'll be right there, trust me. I'm a Scorpio. Y'all are matches. You know what I'm saying? I have a Taurus child. She's awesome, and I love her so much. Yeah, me and my ex was a Taurus too. Her birthday was May 3rd. That's why I know Taurus is like the back of my hand. She's not a pastor. I'm not interested. Yeah, she's not a pastor at all. Yeah, and happy upcoming birthday to Vaughn, man. In fact, though. You know what I'm saying? I think, yeah, she think everybody is stupid, but Scorpio, yeah, that's my match as far as dating and as far as friendships right there. Scorpio. So shout out to all the Scorpios. I'm a whole Capricorn. Capricorn, y'all get along with me too. Earth signs, land signs. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The Scorpion, and I think yours is the elk or something like that, if I'm not wrong. Mistaken elk or a calf or something like that. But yeah, Capricorn, Scorpio, what's the other one? Pisces, they're a friend of mine. Gemini, y'all right behind me. Depend on what Gemini though. If you, I'm on my birthday on the 14th. So if you're a Gemini and you fall behind, like let's say the 19th on to the 24th, 25th, I get along with you. Cancer, I get along with you. Can't believe it or not, Cancer and Scorpio are the two closest to me. Cancer and Scorpio. Cancer acts as if witness to me. You can look this up. Cancer acts as witness to me, testimony for me. You are in a way you fill in parts that I'm missing, if that makes any sense. Miss Taylor, baby. All righty. You a Taurus too? All right. Yeah, I'm a Taurus. I'm a heavy Taurus. I believe in all that shit. And this broad, she's a Taurus too. You know what I mean? Pisces, here I get along with Pisces. Everybody I get it, this is why y'all here, because everybody that's in here I get along with. I'm Team Cancer. I get along with Cancer. I get along with Cancer. See what I'm saying? I can't make this shit up. You know what I mean? Team Cancer. So, there it is right there, whatever. Ladies, you can't keep getting online every day and hustling these people and take it away from these people. Don't think they're going to ask you some questions sooner or later. That's just the way the motherfucking cookie crumble. I'm sad that y'all don't think otherwise than that, but that's what it is. And these people are on to you. Your own followers are on to you. They're writing it in your comment section or whatever. So, ladies, it might be time for y'all to go to the day center, get them little day jobs for the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Virgo. What to do? Virgo cool with me too. Look this shit up. Just put in who's comparable with your sign as far as friendship and what's the name? I guarantee every last one of y'all that I spoke about, y'all gonna see that motherfucker what's the name come up. Taurus come up. I guarantee you. Capricorn rule. Remember, Jesus was the coldest Capricorn. He may be, but in the astrological chart, it's Aries, then Taurus, then who else? It's someone else after that. Leo. and it's another one. But these are the five most strongest signs out of all 12. And I forgot what the other two are. I don't believe that. Sorry. Well, look it up. You know, what you gotta do is look it up. You know what I'm saying? I hear you though, but just look it up. We're the second strongest sign in the zodiac and also the most luckiest sign in the zodiac out of all other. This is why a lot of the things that she has going on for her, like being able to collect, and I still don't get that, being able to collect $200, $300 on a 1 hour live while the rest of the motherfuckers is sitting around. I'm like, what are you complaining about? You talking about like that come with the shit. Like if motherfuckers is sitting around talking about you, but yet and still you go on less time and make more money than them, then I wouldn't be. What the fuck you mad about? She supersede. We might supersede her in views. We might supersede her in likes or whatever, whatever. But if you are a vlogger, you know what I'm talking about. This bitch is superseding us in cash apps. I give her that because she's got tailor end a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Half of them want to see her crash and burn, and then the other half just want to see the amazement go on till it's no more left. So if this bitch was to get into a car wreck, whatever, they wouldn't care. They'd be, oh well, that's terrible. You know, keep going. We are in the list of five. They call us the persistent. Derry knows what I'm talking about because she's a Karen. That's damn sure right, Beatrice. She thinks she's famous now. Yeah, she's famous off the YouTube. She's famous off the YouTube. Like this multiple personality shit is just showing itself more and more and more. I was listening to that bitch's live today. That bitch used about 5 to 6 personalities a day. She started out the show as an old Southern grandmother from Texas. Then she flipped into a Philly chick. Then she was a New York bitch. Then she was a Jersey bitch. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, she was some other bitch from motherfucking Florida. I'm like, yo, this bitch is confusing as fuck to me to the point now where I'm getting to. I'm just like, yo, I just don't even give a fuck. You know? I just break down what you do, talk about it. Yeah, insane. Do you think she's really making that much in cash? I'm absolutely sure. This bitch don't miss a hotel room every night, do she? She definitely don't miss a meal. You seen this fat motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? How can you be that fucking fat and have them big ass chichos like that and you ain't eating? You know what that sounds like? It sounds like when she takes other people's words, she's taking it with that. Yeah, she takes their accents too. Like I peeped her before, she started trying to talk like she was from New York. She's used some of the slang words I've used, so I got to the point I don't even use them anymore because I'm like, this bitch is going. So now I'm just listening for the bitch and just watching the bitch as she does shit. Like I told y'all this last night. I did a live for the first time, first time using StreamYard, and I was playing music. The next day, whoever runs her, because she don't know how to use StreamYard. So the chick, the chick or the he, she, they, them, whatever the fuck she is, that motherfucker did it for her. But it was under her behest. I want you to play some music in my StreamYard too. Did you hear how he was doing his? I can imagine how she's doing it because like Taurians, if we lock in enough, we got this telepathy thing. I can tell how she's thinking. And it's not like I can read her mind. You can just tell what she's thinking based on her personality. And so I saw her last night. Then today she learned how to level it. So she didn't, because the time she tried to do it on her own, she was talking over the music and the music was drowning her out. So I guess the other one that comes in and helps, no, you do it like this. And we're going to play your music. Da, da, da. Y'all bitch ass niggas stop sitting up there motherfucking copying people. Imitation is the best form of flattery. But at the same time, y'all look fucking nuts. Like, get your own way, get your own pattern, get your own flow, get your own swag. Borrowing swag from people is only going to get you busted out. And it's a real cowardly shit to do. We all borrow from each other, whatever the case may be, but don't borrow to the point where it's obvious what you're doing. Like stealing King Payne's my shit. Or stealing King Payne's motherfucking intro music that he does. The other one over there, she tried to play during a show. You know, she tried to do little minute countdowns and go off camera. Like I was like, yo, this is King Payne and Sean Davy Wade, myself, and the Queen's Court, and everybody just wrapped up into one. And then she was talking about Danny Lynn, who's in here right now. She said some shit about you too, Danny. Did you hear that shit? She claims to be a rapper now. She be Italian, white, gay. Yeah, and that was the funniest shit right there. I got a home in on that. Who said that? Miss Taylor, baby. So unlike her, I actually grew up around Italians and Greeks. I mention it all the time. All right. These people, I put pictures of them with them up on my motherfucking what's the name multiple times. You understand? I put some more up there. And let's say one of the two of the people in there, one gentleman in particular was the real fucking deal. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you call a Tuscan Italian. You know what I mean? E come tu tasi, van from Gale, Grand Grinch. You know, real Italians. And so these are the people I've been around. These are the people I know. I know their family. I've been around them. I go to Christmases at their house. I still know them. You know, I mentioned their last names, Vacos, the Papadonasios. These are people I know. You understand what I'm saying? And so my voice a lot of times sounds like them because I grew up around them. This dumb bitch right here, on the other hand, you understand what I'm saying? She's pretending. And she grabbed that punchline once again for me. Okay, so bitch, produce some pictures. Produce some pictures. Produce some people that you say a couple lines in Italian for us. I saw her the other day. She got up online. She's like, "Oh, believe me, I know." I said, "Bitch, you got that from me." So yo, don't think I missed that shit either. That bitch ain't been around no fucking Italians. Italians wouldn't even mess with that fucking tap dancing fucking jig. No offense. You understand what I'm saying? But Italians would not fuck with nobody that talks like that, moves like that, especially looks like that as a girl. You look like a fucking fella. Yeah. She had Danny Lynn. Let me tell you. So she was on her shit talking about you too. She had said it real quick. She said, "Oh yeah, and this Danny Lynn." That's how I didn't even know that you had a fucking YouTube page. That's why I said yesterday, and I found out you had a YouTube page because of this bitch. Yeah, she was speaking on the cartel. Remember she was talking on the Mexican cartel? Esta puñeta mujer no sabe español. Porque tú sabes la mexicano, huh? Like you're not even making sense. You don't even speak Spanish. You don't speak French. You're like this bitch is crazy. Yeah, you heard that too. See, Daria Forever, she said the same thing. Sound like Dale DeLuise, you stupid. No way Italians would accept her, guaranteed. Me too, that. Me too, that. Hey, the Italians ain't fucking with her. That's why I told y'all this bitch has got like multiple personality disorder. No, I didn't hear that. Yeah, she was talking about you, Danny. And anybody else heard her talking about Danny Lynn, please step up and tell her. She be Italian, white, gangster, Southern Belle Hood. This bitch got a million personalities. I got two personalities in max. I got my formal personality. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Yo, it's cold as fuck out here. And I talk like this in front of fucking Trump Tower, in front of cops and every fucking thing else. Right? Y'all seen it, right? Y'all seen it, right? I'll show y'all again. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And they respect me because of that, because I'm acting myself and they can tell. Like, white people have this ironic thing that they can tell if you've been around them before. And the only way you're going to be able to pick up on this is if you've been around white people before. You know what I'm saying? This hood booger wannabe bitch ain't been around nobody but niggas her whole fucking life. And I'm not talking about black people, African Americans, or Latinos, or Latin Americans. I'm talking about niggas. I can tell by the people you got to go to when you calling up on the phone to have your back outside of OG Patrice and maybe one or two others. They niggas. They was niggas in the industry. The niggas of the industry. You understand what I'm saying? Say something different. And like I said, a couple of y'all that you screaming out their name, I made sure to mention their name earlier today too. So a couple of the head y'all, for those that are here, because I just got two text messages. So appreciate y'all. But y'all understand what I'm talking about now, right? All right, cool. Me what? Did she say she was the most? No, she ain't say you was the mole. She was just talking about how you be talking. She was talking about people that be doing lives about her, be talking shit about her, whatever. For some reason or another, she must have been over. That's why I said this bitch is the mole, probably, because this bitch being hopping from everybody's podcast to podcast. Listen, that bitch probably here right now, her or TJ. They both here or one of them here. But she was talking about you, Danny Lynn, no offense, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. And I was so tempted to say something, and I said, "Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing." But if you were over there and you heard that, I don't know if it was the one she did yesterday, the day before yesterday. I'll try to go back and find it or whatever. But she even called you by your real name. She called you Danielle something or some shit. She called you. I forgot what it was. I ain't gonna say your whole shit on here like that. You dig? But yeah, she was talking about you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, I don't know if it was last night or day before. I was like, oh, I didn't know you was a vlogger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what she said. I knew she said Danny Roberts, Danielle. Then she said Danny Lynn. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Or the associated with the Unreal Troll Farm. The troll farm that everybody even on her own team is saying, even her own bitch said she was the leader of. Shit's crazy to me. All right, guys, I got to get up out of here. I will be back live with y'all shortly in a minute here. Let me make sure if I call out anybody if they might have donated. Okay, that's what's up. Makivia, thank you for the $25. I appreciate that. I really do. And guys, if you want to, make sure y'all hit that up. I'm not Danielle either. Yeah, I know. See, that's the thing about it. And like I said, it's crazy to me because I'm just like, yo, this bitch is just pulling shit out of her ass. But then she got the nerve to jump up online with her little fucking, like her little, like the way this bitch manipulates is like some old school auntie manipulating shit. I'm like, bitch, we in 2023. Like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? Do you not think that we don't see through that shit? Do you not think that we don't pick up on what you're doing? And that's why I said today, and I'm trying to point it out. Like, I don't need to get into particulars of what her whole lie was about and all that shit or whatever. I'm not this bitch's motherfucking caretaker. Only thing I'm trying to tell you guys and to spread out to other people if you can or whatever is the way this bitch move. Bitch, you were very strategic in what you did. You say, I'm gonna go live tonight, give them a little bit of entertainment, and then the first thing in the morning, I'm gonna demand of them right before I motherfucking gotta log out this motherfucking room. And I said this shit last night. Bitch was up to 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning arguing with me. I said, bitch, you better hang up. You know you got to check out at 11. I said, bitch, you know you got to check out at 11. You better go get some sleep. You was live for like 4 hours. You better go get some sleep, ho. You better wake the fuck up, ho. It's cold outside. Get cold outside. Can't be sleep depressing, you know. This bitch was up to 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. It had to be my time. And if it was her time, it had to be 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Just writing shit in the chat room last night. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just listening to the shit or whatever. But yeah, Danny Lynn. I thought she said Danny Lynn specifically. But yeah, you're right. That's the name she said, Danny Roberts or Danielle Roberts. She said it just like that. That's why I said she said Danny something. I said Danielle. She said Danielle Roberts. That's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she said. And I'm gonna find that shit just like I found the other video. And motherfuckers was like, nah, that didn't happen. Yeah, it did. I told you the reason they call me professional is because I was always good at information grabbing. You ask anybody who used to work with me, they'll tell you that. They'd be like, how the fuck did you know that? I'm like, well, this is what I do. I'm very good at it. I'm extremely good at it because I came in the music industry at a time when we didn't have the utilization of computers like they do now, or especially the utilization of cell phones. Like we had cell phones, but not until later. I think when I started at Bad Boy, I still had a beeper. I had a SkyTel pager, nigga. You know, the SkyTel pager shit was big as fuck. And you pull one of them out, nigga, oh, you got the real shit. That's the shit like the doctors got. That's what we used to say. That's the shit like the doctors got right there. The small shit, that was the shit the nurses and shit had. You got the shit the doctors got. You know, and today, you know what I'm talking about? Them SkyTels, boy. That shit was like this motherfucker big and had a real screen on it. And like you could type numbers upside down and they would spell words and shit. That's how we used to do. Be like, yo, I forgot. I had gotten patterned to typing out full sentences with numbers. I used to, man, listen, I used to have that SkyTel pager at the time I bought a used. The place I went to go get it. Where you from? Where you from, V? Yo, the Northeast, man. I live in the New York City tri-state, man. You know what I mean? Nigga said hit the top. All right. Only lawyers, doctors, and dealers in the back. Yo, you know what I'm talking about. Yo, real talk. That's how it used to be. They used to be like, yo, only the doctors got them joints. I had the big joint with the fucking my shit had the color screen. I had the last I guess the last iteration of those damn beepers because a little short time after that they disappeared. But I was one that had the first SkyTels that actually had the color screen, which later would be like a cell phone screen or whatever. My shit did all kinds of shit. Like it had a separate thing for a calculator. What else did that shit have? It had a whole bunch of shit. It wasn't like a normal beeper. You know, and I held on to it to up to like 2009, 2010, and something happened and I lost. I was mad as hell. But I had the big that shit was like that big. It was huge. It was like that big. Like a normal beeper was like that big, maybe that thick at the most or whatever. This shit was like this big, this wide. Like it would have fit across the screen. It was damn near half of my cell phone size. You know what I'm saying? It was big. Yeah, bro, all hit the top. The best hit the top. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, homie. You better be more direct because I ain't never seen you before here. So let me know what you're talking about, all right? Because you're scaring me. Only lawyers and doctors and dealers had it in the bag. I'm talking to you, hit the top. What you saying now? What you talking about, brother? Who sent you over here? Somebody sent you over here? You here friendly? Somebody sent you over here. Hit the top. Somebody sent you over here. You here friendly. Come on, son. Write one and the two in there. You asking me where I'm from and all that. Everybody in here know I'm from the town. So what we talking about here? You hit the top. I'm talking to you. Y'all give me a second real quick. I want to see what this man talking about. Hit the top. No, bro. Just seeing all the best. Just I seeing all the best. All right. That's cool, man. That's cool. Don't come in here on no phantom shit, though. I don't like that weird ass phantom shit. I see you. I'm a strange. Oh, okay. All right, that's cool, man. You take care, all right? They come in here on that weirdo talking shit. Like, get the fuck up on out of here, writing weird cryptic messages and shit. I ain't doing all that shit. Only have sensible people. We already got one wacko we dealing with, Jaguar. I don't need 2 or 3 more motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Take your weird ass, go and fuck up on over there. You want to disrupt shit. I don't do that shit over here. I can't stand them weirdo motherfuckers. Ain't got nothing to do. Enough for you. Hey, what's going on? I can't stand them weirdo motherfuckers. Ain't got nothing to do. So they come over to somebody else's chat. Hey, I'm so and so. You know what I mean? I thought, fuck you. That's why I said, hold on, who this motherfucker? I ain't never seen this motherfucker over here. Listen, in New York City tri-state area, it's 2 things we remember. If we like you or we're perceptive to it, we always remember a fucking name. But one thing we never forget is a fucking face and the name attached to the face. If I really like you or know you or whatever the case may be. But one thing I don't forget is these profiles. Oh, I'm a genius at that shit. I told you I come from a time when they ain't really had computers like that saturated in the game. Well, I won't say computers. I'm gonna say apps. That's better put, because we had computers when I was in middle school, going into I was like in 7th grade when we first got introduced to computers. So from 7th grade on, we had computers. So I grew up in the computer generation. But the thing is, I'm a zennial. If that makes any sense to you guys, you know what that is. Not a millennial, a zennial. It's kind of like this weird base between millennials and the youngest of Generation X. So they call it zennials. You know what I'm saying? And we particular age range. You know what I'm saying? Even Jaguar, I got to keep it a buck with her. She fit into that format. You know what I'm saying? She's not an old bitch. Older, but she's not an old bitch. Not yet. And that's what I was trying to save her from. I was trying to tell this dumb bitch. If y'all don't know, I spent a lot of time, and I'm going to end this off like this. I spent a lot of time trying to get Jaguar Wright to get on the right edge. From the time she got out of jail, I interacted with her on King Payne's page. God must have wanted that to happen like that, because God see everything. He must have known this bitch is going to fuck him over. You know what I'm saying? So I went over to King Payne's page after everything it went down and started hearing mutts and udders and things like that or whatever. And so I said, let me go over here and check the homie or whatever. And we just started talking, you feel me? And like at that time, I had no intentions of trying to, do anything. It just happened like that. It was like, yo, all right, let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's ride together. And so I went on his show one time, and then and I just said, okay, I'm comfortable over here. Everybody cool over here. Ain't nobody on no fuck shit. The women in here is fucking beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Y'all excuse me. I just, I missed a spot. I just think the women over here is beautiful. And then on top of that, it was like, it's not even, because you can find beautiful evil bitches. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the fact that the women were just beautiful. It was the fact that the women were beautiful, they were sincere, and they were nice. There's nothing more I like than a nice woman. Because my ex, even though everything we went through, she was nice. She was very nice, very kind-hearted woman. How else can I say? Very kind-hearted woman, always worried about everybody else. Always wanted to put out a hand to help everybody else out. And that's one of the main things I liked about her. She would have been a great mother to my kids, And so I never take that away from her, because I considered doing that with her. So I like good women that are stand-up women. I recognize her very quickly because my sister's a good woman, if that makes any sense. Question, how much money do you think Jad made in her short-lived singing career? She sold millions. And I want to tell y'all the difference between that. Damn, y'all keeping me here. Y'all make sure y'all hit up that Cash App. I'm late now. $STRINGERBELL80. You had to see for yourself, because you had her back for a while. I had my back for a while, and I had to figure it out myself. I would say she made anywhere between, after taxes, anywhere between maybe $2 to $7 to $8 million, including her touring and everything like that. And then when you coop in, she had to recoup a lot of things. And her first album really didn't sell that well. This is why it was so easy to buy MCA, because none of their artists really was selling that well, except for a couple. But and I looked that up. It was only maybe like, out of their roster of, like, I think it was like 150 plus some artists, there was only really like 15 of them or so that was really making any moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, that you nationally or internationally or either or as such would recognize them for. So, ain't nobody making nothing up. Um, Anywhere I would say from 2 million to maybe $7 to $8 million. A lot of that can be burnt in easy ways. So I don't want to just put it out there and say it this way it is, but a lot of that shit can be burned in different ways. Traveling, just living in general, taxes, taking care of other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? All that shit adds up, and you lose a lot of money for it. Um, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but I'll give you a perfect example. Black Rob. A lot of people make fun of Black Rob and say, well, he had millions. How did he lose all his money? And I said, does she have any other job experience? I don't know. You would have to ask her that, but I would tell you this much. It's like being a baker. And this is one thing I got to play musician on. Once we in this business, and especially like her and myself, and I'll give her this, her and myself, like I was like 18 going on 19 when I came in the music industry. We had a lot of different things going on. Contracts were different. A lot of things wasn't inclusive. Streaming wasn't even thought of. So you had physical album sales. Those physical album sales did a lot, because physical album sales, what they did was they drove a physical entity from $17 to anywhere to $40, depending on the artist, right? And so you would get a lot bigger piece of the pie once it was divvied up. Once they eradicated CD, because everybody switched the modem that they were using, and they now wanted to go to digital. And I still always throw in the same other thing. Once again, Napster was taken down and brought in front of the Judiciary Committee, but Steve Jobs came right behind Napster and created iTunes off their same shit. I've said that a million times. I'll say it over again. Yeah, it's definitely declining. I was in the Woe video, you know what I'm saying? Me and my comrade, shout out to Chrome, shout out to T. We all in that Woe video, the street scene, and I think we somewhere in the club scene. That club was Club Exit, I believe. Not for long, Miss T. Yeah, it's on its way out of here. But we had physical entities, so the pie was bigger. So let's say I think Jaguar's album was selling anywhere from $9 at the cusp of it when it was down to the bottom, and at its peak it was selling at like $13.99, maybe $14.99. So she made significantly more money than most artists do today. The problem she has right now is she had to recoup a lot of money. And that's what usually happens with them artists that are like that. You either got to hit or miss with them soul artists. And like Roxy, you all know what I'm talking about. Them soul artists, they hard to sell. You know what I'm saying? You really got to be somebody like Erykah Badu that's got like a twist on top of the soul shit for it to really survive. What she tries to do is she tries to do the same thing in which the group she came from or she used to rock with real heavy, which is Kindred. She tries to do this thing where they're doing straight, just fucking soul infused like music. And it works for a Philly crowd, it works for an international crowd, or whatever the case may be is, but they only want it in bits and pieces. They don't want it all the time, if that makes sense. And so that's what the diagram she fell into. She fell into this world where she thought everybody wants that shit all the time or whatever, whatever. And I heard her yesterday, or it was the day. She's like, hey man, I used to live in Europe. Bitch, you ain't never used to live in Europe. Once again, you copying what I said. I said the other day, I got friends, literal friends. My friend Gina, who most of my homeboys, they know her because Gina used to contact me all the time. Let me tell you something. When I was fucked up during the pandemic, it was Gina that was sending me $2,000 here. Gina that was sending me $1,000 here, whatever, whatever. Gina sent me $2,000 one time. She was like, well, how much do you need to get back on your feet? I was like, yo, listen, I don't know. Maybe like a couple $100, whatever. She sends me $2,000, you know? And that $2,000, I made that $2,000 last because I thought these motherfuckers would help me. I made that $2,000 last for like at least 5, 6 months. I think it was like on the 6th month I got down to my last 500 of it. You get what I'm saying? So if you're collecting money from these people, if you're not overseas, you're not making no money. Yeah, and that's kind of true too. They said she's banned from Uber and Lyft. God damn, how the fuck you get banned from Uber and Lyft? That's deep. Jack's misfortune only being neo soul and ever didn't like. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I just said. That neo soul shit and the type of soul she was doing, it was like it was condensed to only a couple of artists. It's unfortunate. You know, a lot of people took their hit. There was a lot of artists from that period that were great artists or whatever, and they only had one or two albums in that genre of that neo soul type of thing. I was looking for it. Like she was, I don't know if she was living in a mansion or not, but I know she was making well over. I would put her no less before recouping at $2 to $8 million. Just respectfully, I would say 2 to 8 million. That's on a low ball figure. It might have been more than that, but I say 2 to 8 before taxes, before recoups, which would have left her. Let's say if she was $1 million bracket, would have left her about 800,000. I think she made more than that. You know what I'm saying? So I think like let's say she made 3 million after taxes and everything. Let's say she was still living in Philly. I think the tax rate down there is like 29% to 27% they take in taxes yearly. So she still would have been at 3 million. She still would have been left with like 2.8, 2.7. You see what I'm saying? So she made a lot of money, but like the thing y'all missing is like she was done in 2006. You know, and I keep bringing this up and I'll bring it up again. Geffen Records came in and bought her record label, which is MCA. Then after that, after Geffen Records came in and bought her motherfucker, what's her name? Not even a year after that, UMG came in. And then this is the ironic thing that she never talks about in all her talking and shit, which is this. Clive Davis and Clive Davis' men were at Geffen and facilitated the acquisition and at Universal Music Group. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Yuri, what's going on? But she owed child support allegedly. And see, that's the thing that happened with Black Rob. I never know the numbers until I heard Curry just mentioning a little while ago. Shout out to Mark. And he said, yeah, I could say what the fuck I want to Mark Curry. Somebody was like, don't you say that to Mark Curry. Why not? Mark Curry, BBE, fuck you. Say what the fuck I want to my family. We talking to us. Any conversations we have with us and other bad boy individuals, that's us. That's why I told people before, like when I was not beefing, but arguing with my bad boy brothers. It don't matter if we arguing with each other. You better not fuck with them. And they'll say the same for me. It don't matter if we was arguing in a minute. You better not fuck with them. That's our nigga to argue with. You understand what I'm saying? And it's going to stay that way, always. If I say something about Puff, that's okay. I said it. You understand what I'm saying? And he know not to take it the way like, oh, that nigga mean that malicious. That nigga trying to get me now. He ain't gonna do no Jaguar shit. That nigga be like, yo, nigga, what the fuck you meant? This what I meant. Oh, okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people around me, they was like that. I always talk like this. Plus, she thinks she's perfect, so she want to be put real work and discipline in order to be versatile. Yeah, it's like if you really want to be, y'all better be donating to me because y'all got me an extra 30. Nah, I love y'all. Y'all ain't gotta do that. If you want to be successful, I'm gonna leave her with this. All the ways you thought were the right patterns and the right paths when you were young, and the same routine you had when you were young, you got to do it again. And that's what I had to teach myself. It took me, because you get real depressed when you ain't throwing out no records no more, when you ain't doing, this is what we do. You know, I say it to like, if a nigga was a carpenter or a baker or a race car driver, that's all you know. You understand what I'm saying? All I know is the music business, like literally. That's all I really know. I know how to do this YouTube thing. All right. I know how to do writing music excellently. I can write for R&B artists and rap artists. I know how to do a lot of things within the paradigm of music. I can pick up a hammer if I need to. My father was very good with his hands, hired men, you know what I'm saying, worked with them. I know a lot of things about carpentry and building shit from my father. I think when I first moved in here, I had to install my whole, what's the name, my whole rod, which was an extended rod. I have a huge ass bay window. And so the whole fucking window in there, I fucking put up the whole damn thing in it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just you have to do certain things. And then I have a neighbor. He was like my dad. He rebuilt all the fucking fence in our backyard back here. So you know what I'm saying. Matter of fact, guys, you want to take a walk with me real quick? I'm gonna go in my backyard real quick, and I'm gonna have me a cigarette while I'm talking to y'all and end this, okay? Because I got to get out of here. So y'all give me a second here. Let me get this phone off the thing. Plus, I'm kind of hot under this light. You know what I'm saying? I had my window open earlier. Yeah. Let me get out of here. Whew. I need to walk and stand up. I'm a tall motherfucker, so I've been sitting for like 3 hours. Y'all know my legs be hurting. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see how far you gotta walk in this motherfucker? See how far fuck back my bedroom is back there? You missed that, huh, Jaguar? Bedroom way back there. Y'all give me a second to walk out the door. Okay, guys, I need to need some air. Oh, hold on one second. Make sure I got my key. Make sure I got my key. Because I'll be locked out this door. All right, got it. This is my little backyard right here, y'all. I know y'all was like, this nigga don't never show where he live at. I actually live somewhere. But anyway, yeah, man. It was like where was I at? Because I was hot as hell right there sitting there. Plus, she thinks she's perfect. When you hear something way better than that, field trip, you good. I'm doing a field trip tonight. Y'all see how it's getting dark out here. So I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to get up on off of here. I will be back with you guys around about 10 o'clock or so or whatever. If you haven't, thank you very much, No Angel. If you haven't, hit up the Cash App. $STRINGERBELL80. Oh, I'm never gonna put my address up on here. So you can just see the backyard, whatever. You ain't gonna know how to get here. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, if you do show up here, we got the Castle Doctrine. Ding. You know what I mean? But make sure y'all hit up the Cash App or whatever. I'm gonna be somewhere with y'all tonight. We're gonna go 2 different places and do lives right there. So I will see y'all around about, I don't know, 10ish or so like that or whatever. Thank you guys for being here. Daddy Lynn, No Angel, Vaughn, Internet. Let me see who else is in there. Yuri, thank you for showing up. As always, Beatrice, Betty, salute to you. The Jedi, that's my homie right there. Star Child, what's going on? Tawana's Mansion. If you're not overseas, you're not making no money. You heard what Vaughn said, No Angel. They took that. Hey, you crazy. Internet, No Angel, Roxy, Lazy Lounge. Always a salute to you, man. You already know Craig Max, motherfucking wifey right there. Miss Taylor, baby, Star Child. Who else is up in here? Beatrice Betty, I said her name before. Whoever that weirdo was, hit the top. I had to get him out of here. Make sure I'm not forgetting anybody's name. I like to make sure I mention everybody. Lindsay B, thank you very much for your Cash App too. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, let me do that too. Let me scream out everybody. Karen and Lorna, thank you very much as well too. I will see you guys tonight, and everybody else that donated, thank you very much. That includes Makivia, Karen, and Lindsay. Thank you guys too. I see y'all right there. Thank you very much. Don't think I forgot about you. I have to make sure I just tell everybody thank you. Beatrice, thank you very much. And Nat, I'll talk to you in a minute. And Nat, what's going on? For your information, sent a little Cash App, but under real name. Oh, okay, I got you. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. And Danny Lynn, good luck. And Danny Lynn said, don't dox yourself. Guys, I'll give y'all a little view of CT real quick. King Payne, you see this, you say some under the tree shit, I'm gonna cuss your ass out. Hey, King Payne. I'll talk to you guys later. And thank you.